Welcome to the 350th episode of the Rule the Galaxy podcast.
Look at that. That's a first. That might be a first for 350 episodes, Alfie.
In honor of Joey, or I'm sorry, in honor of Alfie.
No, he drank Bud Light Lime one time.
One
Because
time.
I remember making fun of him about drinking Bud Light Lime.
Bud Light
I don't
Lime.
know if Bud Light Lime. Good grief.
So it is the 350th episode. We're doing a small celebration here. Welcome to everybody. As I always say, welcome Star Wars fans and Rule the Galaxy friends. It is Joe in the pilot seat tonight. And this is going to be a fun one. It's a little crazy, a little hectic. We look like Hollywood squares right now on the screen if you're watching us on YouTube. Thanks, Hyperspace Heroes, for jumping in. Really, this is just going to be a fun celebration with some of our friends that we've met along the years. It's now been going on 6 years, I believe, of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. And hey, you can follow us anywhere at Rule the Galaxy SW. Email us ruletheGalaxySW@gmail.com. If you're watching us now, you know we're on YouTube. Like and subscribe. And we're on all podcast platforms of choice. Brent will be here a little later. But I'm going to throw it around to two of our regular co-hosts who've been with us for pretty much almost the whole ride, D-Doc and Alfie. And then we've got some special guests. And one of them will be the actual founder of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. But we'll get to him in a minute. So, D-Doc, thanks for setting this all up. Chapter 350. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I actually rooted through my closet to find this old hoodie that I wore the first time I ever came on here. So yeah, it's been a while. I think I started on here around like episode 96 or so. So it's kind of insane that it's been almost 250 episodes that I've been with you guys. So it's been a good ride. It's always fun to celebrate these little milestones.
Well, for everybody who talks about all the ills of the internet and social media and things like that, I will say good things can come from it because D-Doc was someone who was listening to our show, I think because of Joey, who's here with us, and T-Bob. And we became fast friends online. He created the sign, which you can't see behind me now because I had to place it in a different spot in the office here. But he created that, sent it to me. We had him on, like he said, in the 90s show. Then he was on for the 100th celebration, and he's been with us ever since. So, D-Doc, it's been great to make a new friend and to have these 5 or so years with you. And heck, I've stayed at your house. We've gone to conventions together. It's been a good little run. So thank you for all you do and putting all this together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really what kind of got me into the internet game and started making content for the other stuff I do. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of where it all started. I mean, like many people, it was like COVID time. So it was like, you're on the phone a lot. And yeah, I don't know. Good things happen at Rule the Galaxy podcast.
That's right.
He was actually homeless. Not many people know that. He was living on the street. And he decided to become a YouTuber after seeing the show. And he built his house on YouTube, if you saw that, just bit by bit. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, D-Doc. Thank you, Mr. Ryfin.
Yeah. Throw some background material in there. That's
there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. We're going to go right next to my right-hand man who's been pretty much along for the whole ride. Alfie, my cousin. Alfie, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. Yeah, I think the Empire review was the first episode I did. It's back when Vinny and Mass and Tony were still on the show.
Yes.
It's been a ride. We've gotten to meet a lot of new people, made some good friends, gotten to do a lot of cool, fun stuff.
Yeah.
I hope it keeps going.
I agree. It's been great. And let's face it, we've got to see Azalea grow up on this show.
Yeah. She pretty much, I don't even think she was a year old when we started.
Yeah.
It's been fun to watch her piece by piece destroy Alfie's collection. So
And
she's really good at that.
I tell you what, it has been wild. Joey, who we're going to talk to in a minute, you, Alfie, and D-Doc, all your kids. Now, my kids are all grown, obviously, but all your kids were tiny, or not even around when we started this. And now we've got a whole new crew of Rule the Galaxy who they're going to take it over for us when we retire. So
one day.
Yeah.
Is that why D-Doc keeps having kids?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, the boxes are going to be filled on here when all is said and done.
And somebody's got to keep the redheaded population going in the United States. So
I know.
D-Doc and his wife are taking care of that.
That's why I wonder if this next one might just be a wild card. Just might be like straight black hair, because we already look like the Weasleys essentially.
I'm glad you stopped at hair. Or like you kept going
Yeah.
with hair. I thought you
Yeah.
were just going to say black. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, that voice you just heard right here before we move down the line, that is Mr. Michael Nip. Michael,
Hey.
I've been on your past show. Now you've been on our
Yeah.
show. Great
That's
to
right.
have you back. Thanks for joining in tonight. And I think you've got announcement of some new things you're doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we're going to go ahead and announce that, I
Yeah.
mean, I was a host of the Deucecast movie show. I thought after 15 years, it was probably time for me to move on to something else. So I thought, you know, D-Doc, he's a young man. I need a co-host that's a young man, and so Garrison Rifen was available, and really, this is his baby. He came up with the idea for the show, the concept of the show. It's going to be called Cinema Debrief. So we're gonna look. We're still going to talk movies. So that is a love of mine, obviously. So I'm still going to talk movies with Garrison, and looking forward to starting that in December with him. I'm just super excited about it. It's a Gen Y and a Gen Xer talking movies, and so it could get crazy. We'll see.
You got it. You got it. Well, it's been fun connecting with you online, and you've always shared either social media or coming on our chats and things like that. So thank you very much. And I'm sure we're gonna have tons to talk about. And I still felt very nervous on your show because I was ready to talk movies, but I wasn't ready to talk movies like you guys were talking movies. So and I feel like we're missing Steve Glosson tonight. He couldn't make it, who's usually on our big shows, and he takes us off the tracks completely. But man, it would have been really good to have him on there with I'm Garrison Rifen, whatever he does. I don't even know. He does some Garrison Rifen thing.
He does.
Yeah. But hey, next to you, the guy I've been talking to about Kiss since I was just in Las Vegas, our friend Scott Rifen. How you doing, Scott?
I made Garrison Rifen. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yes, you did. Yes.
I'm unaware.
Good
And
for
I'm not
you.
really going to explain how that happened, but it did. And
D-Doc can tell you.
yeah, D-Doc, well, apparently D-Doc doesn't know. That's his problem. What? Another one? Where the hell are these things coming from? They're not mine. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that apparently Garrison's doing a podcast with Michael Nip now.
Yeah.
Like for years, but hey, Garrison, we should do a podcast together. No, I don't have any ideas. I don't know what to do. I don't really know what I would do with you. Okay, and then all of a sudden, oh, me and this other old guy are going to do a podcast together. Not you. Okay.
Other than that, Scott, how's life going besides your
Oh,
son
it's great. It's
kicking you to
great.
the curb?
Yeah, this young man that I made has decided to abandon me. But other than that, I mean, I'm great. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right on.
I don't even know what this says. Rule the Galaxy is the podcast of Theseus.
Theseus. Now, Theseus killed the Minotaur.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what that means.
Me either.
I'm
Thank you,
It's above my
Hyperspace.
head.
Aaron
Yeah.
always
he
kicking
did
in.
kill the Minotaur. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything they're talking about, but you know.
Well, Scott, you and I got a chance to meet when you came to Indy. I planned some trips to Georgia coming
Yeah.
up soon, so I can't wait to be down in your neck of the woods, visit you.
Yeah, I actually keep a double for certain occasions. You actually did not meet me.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's kind of like the presidents. Go ahead,
It's
Alfie.
like Saddam Hussein, but you know, less mustache.
Is Theseus the ship that they talked about in
No, Theseus is the guy.
Wanda and Vision? WandaVision?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I
Oh,
don't know.
mhm.
No, we need to look.
Remember
where-
when the two visions are talking to each other and he poses them the riddle about his ship?
Oh, ship. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Gotcha.
oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Same
go.
ship. Yep, yep.
Oh,
I believe-
Hyperspace.
Theseus is a Civil War ship.
Yeah.
I
Really?
thought that was diversity.
and you know the
Oh,
instant
right.
the hyperspace heroes guys are like, the second I gotta explain it, it's not cool anymore.
That's
Um,
Yeah,
That's our fault, man.
That's me talking to my wife about this podcast. So, first of all, I usually always do this as well. To Mrs. Doc, to Alfie's wife Robin, to my wife Lori, thanks for putting up with just a quick shout out to you if you watch or listen. I know you probably won't,
They don't.
but
Yeah,
man
my
who's-
wife's not listened to one episode of my show
Yeah.
ever.
Thanks
I don't
for
even listen to it.
allowing us to do this because it's so many guys go play cards, they go play golf, they go to the bar and drink. We sit here and do this once a week, and
I sit here and do this and drink.
well, tonight in honor of Alfie.
In honor of Alfie.
But you know what? I'm going to throw it over to the founder, the guy. Scott, you were talking about sons and asking you to do
Yeah.
podcasts and all that.
Yeah.
This crazy guy. Some of you know him, some of you don't. Joey, my son, the one I created. He asked me to do this in January of 2020.
Mhm.
January of 2020. We had just seen The Rise of Skywalker. The hashtag Ben Solo challenge was going on, if I'm not mistaken, at the time. And Joey, my man right here, asked me, let's go do this, Dad. We love talking about Star Wars. Our first guest was T-Bob Hebert.
Oh yeah.
I think in episode 4, he wanted to come on and really spend an hour talking about nothing but The Last Jedi.
Mhm.
Oh, hey.
Oh, sorry. We have to take... Oh, that's a money jar for The Last
There
Jedi.
you go.
Alfie too.
Oh,
I'm surprised it came in so quick.
Yeah, there we go. But Joey, thank you for being here. You didn't have to take time out of your busy evening with those young children to come in and spend time with us. But thanks. It's always good to have the founder of the Rule the Galaxy podcast with us.
Well, I'm so surprised you're drinking a Miller Lite. This is so foreign to me. This is like Rose Tico being on what's that rich place that she hated? Like
Canto Bites.
Bite?
Canto Bite.
This is it just doesn't even compute in my eyes seeing you sip on a Miller Lite. So good for you for taking the edge off a little bit, because I know that's not really your calling card. But hey, you guys are Michael. Hello, this is my first time talking to you. So
Hey, Joey, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you as well. But I know everybody else around the table is a father. So you guys will all get it. I am currently sitting downstairs with my Christmas lights on, with a football game up on the corner, with no kids or wife around me. And
Oh, man.
so there's really not a whole lot better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
As a 32-year-old with 2 young kids and a wife. So happy to be here. 350. Wow. And what's funny, you mentioned Kylo Ren, the Ben Solo hashtag, Dad. And then here we are, almost 6 years later.
Oh, gosh,
And
yeah.
the Ben Solo debate, push, hashtag, movement still is out there. Wild.
Mhm.
Wild.
Yeah, it definitely is. Anybody, I'll go around the room here real quick. We've got 6 of us. Does anybody need to see a Ben Solo movie? Would a Ben Solo movie put a ton of butts in the seats, or is it just a far off
I mean-
dream that somebody's thinking about?
that was my airplane in California with the banner. That was me flying. Absolutely.
Somebody had to do it. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's simple. It's as simple for me as Adam Driver back in Star Wars.
Exactly.
There's not a ton that, this many years on really resonate about the sequel trilogy, but most people dig Kylo Ren. And the stupidest thing to me about that whole story was when they Bob Iger went, well, we just don't see any possible way you could bring Ben Solo back. It's like, really? How is Ahsoka still alive? Honest to goodness, how is Ahsoka still alive at this point, and you can't figure out how to bring Ben Solo back? I mean, really?
And
how
Darth
many
Maul.
people have we brought? How many? Yeah, we chopped Darth Maul in half, and we can't figure out how to bring back Ben Solo. Really?
I don't know. I don't know if they I don't know if I could chalk it up to them realizing, but I the more I think about it, the more they're not smart enough to realize. But the how can they say that when the entire antagonist of a 9 movie saga is brought back with the sentence of somehow he returned.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You
I
mean
actually
to
did
tell
that.
me that you can't bring Ben Solo back, a young
Yeah.
movie star that everybody loves, Adam
Yeah,
Driver?
I mentioned that to Garrison at one point. Yes, somehow Ben Solo returned. You did it. It's over.
The
Done.
dead
Just have-
speak. Ben Solo's back. There
Yeah.
it is.
I
They
mean,
could just
you
have
know,
Dominic Moynihan's character come back and just explain what happened,
Uh-huh.
and then boom, he's there.
Some
no,
kind
what
of
you
dark
do is
Sith
you
magic.
have Ray wake up one morning and Kylo Ren comes out of the shower and says, "Good morning." And
Right.
Huh?
Nice. Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
You got
Bare
kind of a-
chested.
yeah.
you got kind of a
Fair.
rom-com situation going on, you know?
Yeah,
Kind of
just
some
you know,
weird-
if it worked for Bobby Ewing, it'll work for Kylo Ren.
Wow. Most of the
Yeah.
people on this show don't know what you're talking about with Bobby Ewing.
Yeah, I was having to explain that to G-Man the other day because I don't know if you guys remember this or not. Let's go off let's already derail here. The Knots Landing was a spinoff of Dallas.
Yes.
And Knots Landing would interact with Dallas and they'd share characters from time to time and they'd, oh, what's happening with the Ewings out in Texas? Oh boy, those Ewings. And then they brought Bobby back from the dead and
Right.
like basically said one whole season was a dream. And then after that, Knots Landing never referenced Dallas again. Because otherwise they would have to somehow figure out a way for their whole thing to go away for a season. So
What do you got
they
for
did
that,
the whole-
Hyperspace Heroes? What?
Yeah, 'cause
come
they
on.
did the
What's your
whole
Knots
Bobby-
Landing?
yeah, Knots Landing acknowledged Bobby was dead and all that other stuff. And all of a sudden, oh, by the way, he's not. So they just like, we're never mentioning these guys again. To hell with them.
For D-Doc and Joey, it's probably hard enough for them to remember Patrick Ewing, let alone Bobby Ewing.
Nobody forgets Patrick Ewing. Come on.
Georgetown
Indiana
University.
Pacers, man. I definitely don't forget Patrick Ewing.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Adam Driver and Ben Solo and that whole situation. I mean, Scott, you kind of touched on it, but you know, Adam Driver and that character of Kylo Ren and that small bit of Ben Solo that we saw in Rise of Skywalker resonated so much. And the thing that I keep coming back to is quite literally the only line of dialogue that we get from Ben Solo on screen is "ow." Ow. After he jumps down into the Exegol where he lands on the thing, that's it. That's the only line of dialogue that we
Yeah.
get. So it's like, yes, there's a lot of meat on the bone there that as a fellow Indiana boy with big Hollywood dreams like Adam Driver, I would love to see because it resonates with me. But that's just me. That's just me.
Well, I tell you what, we have another one of our regular co-hosts getting ready to hop on. Before we hop him on, D-Doc, would you want to start with the first video shout out we've got right there? Can you do that?
Yes. And Brent is on the screen right
Brent
now.
is
I
on.
apologize.
No, we're good. You
All right, let me.
gonna start
figure
with
out
Nick?
How to do this?
Oh,
I heard it.
we heard it. There he is.
I'm gonna go full.
There he is.
All right. And then we'll get back.
Hey guys, this is Nick. I just wanted to say congratulations on 350 episodes. D-Doc, Alfie, Brent, Joe, Vince, Mass, all you guys, way to go. That's a huge accomplishment. And I just love getting to be even a little fringe part of the community. So thrilled for you guys. So excited that this is still going. I hope you're still talking about time slippage because it's a real thing that needs to be addressed. But love you guys. Wishing you all the best and congratulations again. See y'all.
Oh, we'll get to that one in a minute.
Yes.
D-Doc, yeah.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Is that
so
Doomcock?
That no. For those of you who don't know, and it's been a while, Nick probably stopped being on right around when D-Doc started coming on.
Was there bad blood?
No,
Man.
no, no.
Talking about a guy who keeps popping out kids.
There's-
Yeah,
There was
Nick's
a
on
cage
number
match.
4 as well. Nick's on number 4 as
Did-
well, and he was like, guys,
D-Doc pulled a Tanya Harding or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought after you do a podcast like Dinner for Geeks, like we started all hating each other after about a year and a half. So
wow.
yeah.
No, we're all like
I thought that
brothers
was-
here.
I thought that was
Yeah.
normal for everybody to start hating each other after a while.
No, we were
It
good.
takes
Yeah, Nick.
15
Oh,
years
okay.
sometimes, right?
Nick's life
Oh,
just got a little wild. Nick was even hosting a lot too.
Yeah.
Sometimes if Joe wasn't on, but it just got.
He did the
busy.
Clone Wars episodes.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. We did
Oh,
some
right
we did some book reviews. Nick and I did some book
Mhm.
reviews. We talked
I
we
heard they
talked a
were
little,
lovely.
yes, did some Darth Bane reviews. Those were
I
great.
got to say, I don't know how personal. I can't remember how personal we get on here, but with Nick's career, with what he does,
Yeah.
he's a pastor, and so he's a man of spoken word. And I got to say, I saw one of his. What would you call that? He married
Yeah.
my cousin, and so he did the wedding, and his
Officiated.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
marry her.
it was absolutely beautiful. So I can only imagine. Well, I was here for when he would host, but yes, he did a very, very wonderful job, and miss that guy, man. He does an awesome job at his regular career, and he did an awesome job with Rule of Galaxy. And every time I see him on here, I just think of T-Bob just going, Shesky, my dude. Absolute dog, Shesky.
Well, while we do that, another guy who T-Bob absolutely loved, and I wish T-Bob could be here, but he's big time. You know, he's all over Fox Sports.
Chicago
and-
now, right?
Yeah.
Chicago, Fox Sports, yeah.
But our other one of the foursome here, the fearsome foursome, Brent Dykman, who again started like episode 7, 8, or 9, and he's been around ever since. Brent, great to see you. Thanks for being here, and looking forward to sharing this with you. How you doing?
I'm doing well, So, as always, for the people that are looking, there is what I'm working on currently. They are called Riot Troopers. They introduced the Riot Troopers into the game recently, probably almost a year ago now, but I finally got around to getting a box of my Riot Troopers, so I'm assembling while we're talking.
Hey, I love that you. If I tried to divert my attention onto something else while we were doing this, I'd never make it through. You're a man of many talents to be able to do that. So I appreciate you being here, and look forward to meeting up soon and handing off my damaged Y-wings so you can make it look nice and new.
Hey, Dad, did Mom just scream in the living room?
I don't think so. Why?
It's because Josh just got picked off for a pick 6.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Who's playing this week?
dude.
Texans and Bills going
Yeah.
live right now.
It's been a
And
rough
Hey,
go,
Brent.
Josh. It's been a rough go.
Yeah, Josh
You
had a
looked
rough
awesome
year.
last week.
Lori
How
will
do
tell.
you feel about characters being brought back from the dead through like the world between worlds? Before we get
Oh,
too
are
far away,
you really
I
going to
really
go there?
wanted your input.
Are you asking me, or were you asking?
Oh, I'm asking you. 'Cause
You,
meant
personally.
You're coming at the tail end.
I'm coming at the tail end. Thank you, Alfie, for setting me up on my soapbox.
That's what I do.
I think it's lazy writing. I really would like. It's the cheap way out. It's like the what is the sitcom, the Newhart Show, when he woke up and had a dream, and it was all a dream. That was an easy, lazy way to get out of that Larry, Daryl, and Daryl situation. And I just feel like let's be a little bit
Newhart.
more creative. Let's I hate the fact I love Darth Maul. I love that he's back. I hate the fact that he's back.
Okay, really
Right?
quick, Joey and D-Doc, Newhart, he's the old guy in Big Bang Theory that used to have a lot of shows on his own.
We're talking
Just
about Bob Newhart?
Bob Newhart,
Yes.
yeah.
I know who Bob
Yeah,
Newhart
but there was there were different series. There was the Bob Newhart show,
Yes.
and then there was Newhart, and then there was Bob.
Yeah.
So you have to, and I'm sure they would have worked their way to New and Hart at some point.
Bob Newhart. He's Buddy the Elf's dad. Right?
Yes. Buddy the Elf's
Yeah.
dad.
No,
There
Bob
we go.
Newhart. Can you raise me to be a man? I'm a cultured man. I know my history. Don't throw me under the bus like this.
This is like a John Cougar Mellencamp, John Mellencamp situation.
Yes.
All the same
Wait a
person.
minute,
but,
there's the old John Cougar you skipped over.
yeah, I know. I see.
Johnny
It was
Cougar.
John Cougar, and then John Cougar Mellencamp, and then the Cougar went away.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he still
That's
with
happening.
Meg Ryan?
Getting
Does
married
anybody
a
know?
hot actress.
No, they're not.
Meg
Not,
Ryan now or 1974?
Not Meg Ryan. I'm talking about.
Billy
Like, what?
Madison reference. Sorry.
Oh,
He
Billy
was
Madison.
before-
Yeah.
He was married to a model before
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
before the most recent marriage.
I'm writing things down. One, we've talked about Dallas, Patrick Ewing, Bob Newhart, and John Cougar Mellencamp in the
And
first
Knots
25
Landing.
Knots
Knots
Landing
Landing.
Not
in the
funny.
first 25 minutes. And the ship of Theseus. Which
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot
um,
of lore right now.
yeah, we're hitting a little bit of everything. Hey, I'll just Michael Nipp brought it up. Guys,
Oh.
what do you think?
It's Michael Nipp's fault.
Star
is.
Wars Insider is going to be no more. At 30 years, 237, I think, issues, something like that. Star Wars
Yeah.
Insider is going to be bye-bye. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people who live by it, and our good friend Mark Newbold would write in it, and Adam Bray, I believe, for quite some time.
Well,
That
Yeah,
and Teen
I mean-
Vogue in the same week.
yeah.
was a
I mean,
tough
What did you say?
Oh.
That and what?
Teen Vogue.
Vogue's going out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
I would say Adam Bray probably was published maybe before the House Un-American Activities Committee got a hold of him, but
Wow.
Probably.
I don't.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing was when I first heard the news that Insider was going under, the first thing I thought was, boy, I feel bad for Mark Newbold because I just love and respect and admire Mark Newbold. But then the other thing I thought was, well, it doesn't matter to me much because I gave it up several years ago because I got you'd buy it and it was this big magazine, and then you'd buy it and it was a little bit smaller magazine, and then you'd buy it and you'd go, this is a leaflet, famous Jewish sports legends. So
well, it just became a High Republic depository, basically.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
all the High Republic short stories, every
before
single
it
one of them.
became a suppository, I had quit reading it because it was so thin and so. I mean, part of the problem that magazines have, and I love magazines, I'm a big magazine guy. But part of the problem magazines have is if they're doing like news and up to date things, it's all on the web by the time it sees print. It's been on the web for a while by the time it sees print. So it's hard to motivate you, and I think it's probably why they started doing a lot of the High Republic stuff, just because they could do fiction stuff that nobody had, and that you kind of have to find things that people don't have and can't get on the interwebs before we get it published, and it had just stopped being interesting to me, so I gave it up for Lent.
Do any of you have a subscription, or when's the last time any of you have written or read anything from Star Wars Insider?
D-Doc, this is an over-under, D-Doc. You or me, who do you think has more reads of Star Wars Insider, you or me?
Probably you.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm at a goose egg.
Yeah.
So where are you at, D-Doc?
My last magazine subscription was probably when I was a kid. I would get those like mini Disney magazines. I forget the name of them. Not the actual
Disney Adventures
one.
and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was Disney Adventures.
Yeah.
I think it's so weird because I think some things could come full circle though, because it's like I just got a Lego magazine in the mail with my daughter's name on it, and it's like no one in the house can touch it because something came in the mail for her, and it's her magazine, where it's like the coolest thing in the world to her. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know. It's so weird. It's like these things kind of haven't existed for most of my kids' lives, and then when they get something in the mail, it's like the coolest thing ever to them, and it's like, could this industry totally die? I don't know, because people do still like having physical things in their hands, like
That's always I felt like I had to explain to my son what a DVD is the other day, and that was wild. But like I could, to your point, D-Doc, I could definitely see a world where in like 5, 7, 10 years, my kids want to have like a DVD collection, not because they want to like watch them, but just because like the cases and the artwork on it and everything is cool. It's something different. It's physical, like you said, to be able to have and go find and collect. I just feel like Star Wars Insider, like obviously when the movies were coming, I don't know if this is true or not, but like when the prequels were coming out,
Yes,
I feel like either you had them or they were online. I don't know, but that was just such a big thing in my mind. Is I feel like Star Wars Insider with the prequels and getting some little, inside access that, a little sneak peek or a picture of a scene that you weren't going to be able to see until you saw the movie. I don't know if any of that's true, but my 6 to 12-year-old brain is telling me that's what I remember of Star Wars Insider. Is that
It was better than waiting 30 minutes for a QuickTime video to load.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
the magazine in front of you,
Waiting
and so
45 minutes of meg for this thing
Right.
to download.
Yeah.
yeah.
On your 14.4 modem. Maybe in 10 years, all of a sudden, like the kids it's like the vinyl thing where they're all like, words
Right.
are clearer
Oh.
in analog. I don't know if you knew that or not. They sound better in your head in analog when you read them. And that may be a thing that, I don't know. It could be a niche thing. Cassettes have actually made a minor comeback somehow.
Yes, they
And I
have.
haven't figured that out because
Stranger Things.
cassettes were never good.
And
They were necessary.
VHS is coming back. You can buy a copy of American Psycho on VHS on Lionsgate's website right now.
Really?
That's absurd.
Yeah, it is absurd, but there is a collection. Yeah, it's
But
weird.
D-Doc, when we went to Steel City Con, you brought your original Star Wars VHS tapes, the
Nice.
uncut, the old version, all that stuff. And
Speaking of which.
we watched those in that prison cell we were staying
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got hepatitis and watched movies together.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, but no, it
We
was.
didn't die. We survived.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
it was,
survived, yeah.
it was a memory, man. If we just stayed at a regular room, we would have
Yeah.
never talked about the room. So it
We
made
got
You
to
guys
see
were
a part of
basically
America
living Oregon
You don't always
Trail.
get to see.
Yes.
the walls told stories in that room.
Alfie did say, Michael, that I'm surprised we all had our kidneys when we woke up in the morning. Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Speaking of the vintage original Star Wars, have you guys watched any of that leaked footage of the
Yes,
the
I have.
rehab, the refurbed, the redone? What are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
I mean, my son Garrison, Scott's son Garrison sends me that stuff all the time. So yes, I've seen that.
They
Are we
said
talking
you-
about? Are you talking about A New Hope? Sorry, catch me up.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
trilogy, the whole OT,
Evidently, it's all three.
they're cleaning them up, and there's footage
Yep.
that keeps leaking of their cleaning them up. And I'll tell you, the interesting thing to me is the color palette looks really good. The from 2011 forward, they really saturated the color with, like you go to Tatooine and it's almost bright orange and bright blue, and now it just, when you look at it, it just looks real and grounded, and like you think it would look. There's nothing oversaturated. It doesn't look like movie like. It looks like you're watching a thing happening.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to in 2027. Seeing that is going to be great. Because right now all I've got is the VHS and the Laserdisc of the originals, and it just doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, you don't
look
have
great
that non-anthropomorphic whatever.
I do not.
anthropomorphic, anamorphic.
I did not. I stayed away from that one.
Really?
I did.
No,
yeah.
it's worth having. It's worth having. But we were watching some of the clips the other day. Your son and I, Michael, when we're watching this, and there's the scene on Tatooine where they're at the Sandcrawler, and Uncle Owen's talking to 3PO, and there's a great side shot of 3PO, and there is a wire running out of the back of his helmet down to like a battery pack. Well, I think it's feeding his eyes. He's got the lights in his eyes.
Yeah.
Just things you don't notice until you really start paying attention to a really clean copy of something. So we were kind of just goofing on a lot of the interesting little things we were nitpicking out of it.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're creating a 4K version of the original movie with no CGI added, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, they're going back to the original negative and basically remastering it and doing a 4K version of it.
Damn. Yeah.
So Joey, 2027, Frankie will be 4. That sounds like a good amount.
I mean, well, yeah,
Oh.
it'll be 4.5.
4.5.
Depending on when it comes out, it could be almost 5. Which was older than I was when I went to see the special edition in '97. Or about the same age. But anyways, we
I
got.
think it'd be good.
We got not to jump out of that, but that got me thinking. Mandalorian and Grogu, May of 2026, right around the corner.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much footage on that. We've had one trailer, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard for me to think because I know there were some trailers that didn't get released that got shown at like D23 and stuff, and I've seen those leaked, so I can't remember what was official.
I know, I can't either. I can't remember the official. Yeah.
The only thing I'm seeing is now they're saying Mando is not going to be that loner guy out on his own. He's officially going to become a good guy in quotation marks, and they're saying that the movie is going to be different completely from what they're talking about for the script they already have for season 4. That's the last thing I
saw. That came out today. Favreau said he had all the season 4 sitting on his desk, all the scripts. So yeah.
Yeah, so my thing right now is just trying to figure out if taking my 3.5-year-old, almost 4-year-old son to the theater for Mando and Grogu is even a possibility or a thing that I should do.
I think that's going to be a thing. I think that's worth it. In my advice as a dad.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would do it.
I was talking to Garrison Nip the other day, and we were talking about how when I took him to see Revenge of the Sith, I pre-screened it first. He was 7. And then when it came time for the immolation scene, I reached over and clamped my hand over his eyes so he didn't watch that part.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, the rest of it's fine. It's just that's what made this the only PG-13 Star Wars at the time. And so, that I was not ready to show him. But Mandalorian Grogu looks like it's going to just be a fun, family-friendly movie. I mean, I could be totally wrong on that, but
no, I'm glad you guys said that. But yeah, what I'll do, Dad, I'll go with you and Alfie and Tony and whoever else, and then once I screen it, check it, then I'll take the boy back, hopefully. But anyways,
go ahead.
Now I'm
How
questioning.
old was Garrison? How old was Garrison Nip at that time? I missed that.
Garrison Nip was 7 when episode 3 came out.
I remember it well.
How old was your boy when you exposed him to that same scene?
Well, I was going to say
exposed. That's quite a way to put that.
I was going to say Ryfan's making me question myself now because I just let him. He was probably 7 or 8 when I just took him for the re-release, and I just let him watch him burn. So
yeah,
I was like, he needs to see this. Let the boy watch.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Listen to you, kid.
Life is
He's
tough.
got hair on his peaches. Let the boy watch.
I'm like, maybe I should have covered David's eyes when he.
Well, here's the thing. When we did the re-release, I had a lot of debate about it, whether or not to let him see it at that point. And I figured, he was 27, and I said, yeah, all right, it's time. It's time.
Hey, Scott, I think you go usually during the holidays down to Orlando, correct? Don't you usually spend some time at the parks?
We're going, December 20th through 22nd. We're not going to any parks. We're just going to hang out at the resort.
Okay. Well, speaking of holidays, we just recently passed Life Day. And
yes, we did.
For those of us who saw the original holiday special, they're now putting Life Day a little bit into Galaxy's Edge. They're going to have a Chewie Life Day person walking around. There's a Black Series I think I saw coming out of Chewie and Life Day.
Yeah, but they already have those though. I saw some talk on Twitter the other day about how look, they're introducing these, and I've got a Black Series Chewie Life Day. I swear to you, I've got
Are you sure it's not that Disney figure?
No. It's
not a Hasbro.
It's all kind of the same thing at this point. But I'll grab it from wherever it is.
I think Brent earlier you asked on the over/under between you and D-Doc on Star Wars Insider. I kind of want to do an over/under on Alfie and Scott's storage containers.
I'm going with Scott. I'm sorry, I love Alfie.
I'm going with Scott on that one too.
10 by 15 is how big it is. But I have a Life Day shirt that I got there. I have a Life Day ornament that I got there probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
They
Merchandising.
have always done Life Day in that park. And I have a Life Day. I keep my Life Day ornament on my Christmas tree, which I don't know if that's sacrilegious or not. People don't understand something as well. And this is another thing we got to teach the kids about today. There was a 20-day span in the United States of America in 1978 where we were exposed to the Star Wars Holiday Special and Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, all in 20 days.
Watch
They
them
were
both.
like boom and then boom. So that may have messed us up at this point. That may be what kind of broke us at that
Wait,
juncture.
I was 7 at that time. So we're talking about Revenge of the Sith. I was 7 during that 2-week time span when that happened. So yeah, could have
20
done some
days.
serious damage.
October 28th, Kiss Meets the Phantom. November 17th, Star Wars Holiday Special. And that is enough to fry a young brain. We're talking about relation.
I've yet to watch the entire holiday special in a sitting. I've watched a ton of clips of it. So this year I've made it a goal to sit down and watch it full through the entire thing.
Wow.
So,
I'd almost just say watch the documentary and don't even bother watching the special.
I'm going to disagree for the block.
Yeah.
I didn't know as a kid I was supposed to hate that thing, so I didn't hate it.
Oh,
I
well,
loved
no,
it when
yeah.
I watched it.
Sure.
And then I learned later, you're supposed to hate this thing, and I couldn't bring it. I couldn't bring myself to hate it. So I still love it. Now I ain't gonna tell you that it's a fast-paced roller coaster ride. I'm not gonna tell you, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but it has a lot of charm, is what I will say.
You could fall in love with B. Arthur. You never know.
You could.
I
mean,
I didn't say that.
I would say if you're going to partake in a beverage or some type of hallucinogen, that might help with the experience of
a fuzzy tauntaun or two, maybe.
Correct. Something like that.
I still just can't believe that they got Harrison Ford, the real Harrison Ford, to actually be. And I know it was a different time, and he wasn't quite Harrison Ford yet, but it's quite the feat, nonetheless.
There was a lot of drugs involved.
Yeah, Joseph, what do we say about that?
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap. Carrie Fisher was finding out how expensive all that was at that time.
Yeah.
Her and Belushi and Aykroyd and all those guys. Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of the holidays and the holiday special and everything, the holiday Lego
the Advent
that they have on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
they go through the time portal thing.
Oh yeah, the Lego holiday.
The Star Wars one.
I quite enjoy that, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get my little ones to sit and watch that, and I think it's a hell of a good time, really.
It's good.
I'm like, more invested in them trying to, I'm sitting there and be like, come on, sit down, go watch this part. I know they'll appreciate it one day, but I don't know if you guys have checked that out or not, but I enjoy it quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I've seen all of them.
And it is great for the kids until the immolation scene.
Again with the immolation. Hey, D-Doc.
Over and over again.
We're going to try to get through these videos we got real quick. We got another video here after Nick. I'll let you put this one up. He's a regular guest of ours, I think, right here.
yeah, it'll probably start with Nick. I
That's
mashed
fine.
it together because I had to make it
It's Boba Fett here. Actually, it's Mark Anthony Austin here. Boba Fett from
right on.
Star Wars
Nice.
Special Edition. Big congratulations to Rule the Galaxy podcast on their 350th episode. That's right, R2. Amazing. A milestone, guys. Congrats.
I
He's a
tell you
great
what,
dude.
he is. Some people who do actually listen or watch our show, our podcast or our YouTube channel, Mark Anthony Austin, he brings it every time he is on here, and he goes deep into some great stuff. And Joey, I tell you what, part of you and Maddie growing up was watching the Casper movie over and over again. That guy was one of the leads in creating all of that. And just to think that he did all that, and it was such a memory burned into my brain watching you guys watch that movie.
Yeah.
But he's a great artist. He's entertaining, and anytime we reach out to Mark, he's like, whatever you need, and he's just a great guy and a good ambassador out in the Star Wars universe. So
Man,
thanks,
man,
Mark.
that art that he showed on the most recent episode he did with you guys, that was amazing. He could make real money off of that if
I
he
know.
That Vader that
made
was
a go
looking
at it.
up- That Vader that was looking up was ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, so awesome, so awesome.
Photorealistic. And also, what was I going to say? He also was on the special editions, and he was on the team that did the Jawa falling off the Ronto.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
was a part, like that was like his animation. So every time I see that now, I'm like, hey, I talked to that guy.
He also helped with A New Hope special edition when they were doing the dewbacks in the desert when they added those in. So yeah. So no, thanks to Mark Anthony Austin, always great. And yeah, we'll have him back on soon because everybody really likes having him on here. Scott,
Dr.
Michael,
Squatch is down there.
yeah, we get the next crew get ready to come in. Anything
Right on.
Star Wars, either one of you guys want to hit before you take off? Anything you want to cover, discuss real quick before we get the next batch coming in and talk Star Wars with us?
No, dude. Hey, just you guys, the 350 episodes thing is awesome. Really proud of you guys for making it that far because there's some crazy statistic that most podcasts don't make it beyond like 10 episodes. I mean, so you guys are a joy to watch. I love watching you guys. You keep it positive for the most part. Alfie's pretty negative. But just kidding, Alfie.
What I do.
But I really enjoy. I'm glad that I found you guys through Scott and Steve. And good luck to the next 350. And I really appreciate you guys letting me come on.
No, thanks, Michael. We really appreciate it. We'll be checking out your new show with your son. So that'll be great.
Yeah. Garrison Nip and myself coming December cinema debrief. So
You got
looking
it.
forward to it.
Scott,
Talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Michael. Scott, you were one of the first podcasts I listened to with your My Star Wars Story stuff. That was something that got me. And when Joey said, let's do this, having you, somebody, and Scott, Steve, I would listen to his show, Star Wars Report. So I can't thank you enough. You've been a great friend all this time. You didn't have to come on and do this. Me, a guy reaching out to you, and with you being the most listened to man in South Georgia radio.
That's a big burden.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate it, man. We always love connecting with you and having you on.
Well, I'm always excited when you reach out to me and say, "Hey, would you like to come on?" And I go, "Well, yeah. Let me pretend like I'm really busy, and then we'll try and shoehorn something into my fake schedule." So I love that you asked me. I love what you guys do. I love the ensemble you have. I love that Brent is no longer in front of blinds. I think that's fantastic. I think Alfie may be in front of blinds. Oh no, he brought the blinds back. But
No, it's a shot glass wall behind you.
oh, the
Shot
shot
glass
glass.
wall.
Okay, I don't like
Nice.
that. Okay, I can't. It's so little on my screen, I can't even
Nice,
tell. But
nice shelving system.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, as far as insider stuff goes, I would be on the lookout for it if you do care about it, because what I noticed in the press release when they mentioned that it was going away was that they kept saying this will be the final Titan issue, and Titan is no longer going to be publishing the Star Wars Insider. It is not the first time that they've changed publishers on Insider. So just think about that for a second. But I appreciate the fact that you continue to ask me to come on and talk stupid Star Wars stuff with you. And I also appreciate the fact that you keep bringing up my Star Wars story, because it makes me feel really guilty that I haven't done one in like 3 years. So I appreciate that. I have to go live with that now after I'm done.
Hey, it was one of my favorite things. I learned so much about, well, all kinds of people in the Star Wars universe. One of them being Mark Newbold, who you and I
he's
now,
great.
I mean, yeah, we keep in close contact with him,
Yeah.
and he's a great guy. So, Scott, I can't wait to meet up with you again. Can't wait to connect again, do a show together. But thanks for coming on and being part of 350, and look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thanks for having me on. Yes, Brent.
Yeah, before you sign off, two things. One,
Yes.
thank you for last year or the 200th episode Steve Martin bit. That was fantastic. And two, thank you for teaching me something about comic books and all of the stuff that happened in Marvel comic books.
Oh yes.
Because of your knowledge is extensive, and I learned something about all of that. So thank you for coming on and sharing all that information.
Hang on a second. Okay, I'm okay now. All right.
Okay.
Guys, thanks. Congratulations, and hope to see you guys all real soon.
You got it. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks,
And-
All right, you got to kick me off now.
Yeah. And to go along with that, what Brent was mentioning, Scott does a rundown of all the Marvel comics in the 70s and early 80s from number 1 through number 108, 107. Thank you. See, he's still there. And it's I think we're the only place that has it recorded. So go back and listen to the old show. I'll find that and I'll repost it out there. So thanks, Scott. We're gonna hop in with another one of our friends who just, and Joey, feel free. I know you're watching football and hanging. You can hang and talk all night. That's fine. But one of our good friends
Well,
we met.
I think my computer's about to die on you.
Okay.
I think my computer's about to die on you. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Congrats. Rule the Galaxy forever. I'll talk to you. Bye-bye.
See you, brother. Thanks. Oh. I think D-Doc, kick him out.
Did he have bumper music?
I think he had his own bumper music. Yeah. Actually, I think he was impersonating Coach O on the way out. So anyway, hey, we've got one of our new friends, one of these young guys out here like D-Doc and Joey who, they look at Star Wars from a totally different way than us old guys. But Dr. Squatch, thanks for coming in and joining us. How you doing, man?
Guys, what an honor just to be here. This is fantastic. When I saw, because I get the notifications when y'all go live, I was like, man, I just cannot believe I'm missing this, but I'm here. I'm glad.
Well, we're glad you're here. And it's again, I said it earlier, the internet has all its bad things, but then we meet guys like you and Adam Parker and different, Michael Knipp, people like that, and Steve Glosson, Scott Rifen, and it shows you there's some good stuff out there. So thank you for always commenting and being a part of stuff, and glad you're here. I know you probably listened. Any comments off the stuff you heard earlier that we were talking about?
So I hated I was missing the holiday special conversation because
Really?
I've been lobbying over the years. Well, I say that for probably 1 year that I needed to see a Rule the Galaxy live reaction watch party to the holiday special. I don't want to necessarily put y'all through that, but I would enjoy watching that, I think.
That would be fun.
I have a VHS recording of it. That's about the best I could do.
It's on YouTube.
The whole thing's on YouTube?
That's how I watched it. Yeah.
Fellas, we might have a challenge there.
I did they put it on Disney Plus or no? Is it not on Disney
No.
Plus?
Just-
They
Okay.
just put the Boba Fett cartoon on Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I mentioned on a recent show. My wife was like, "Why do you like the Y-Wing so much?" And I was like, "Because the holiday special." She's like, "What?" And so I showed her the bit from the cartoon, and I was like, "Luke's in this Y-Wing that crashes." I was like, "How cool is that?" So yeah, so there's some good stuff that came out of the holiday special. So Boba Fett, Y-Wings, good stuff like that.
And the
But
sword?
yes, that they use later on in Mandalorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's great. Dr. Squatch, what's been keeping you busy in your life?
Besides
work.
making soap.
Yeah, lots of showers, lots of soap. And,
Testing the product.
I'll be honest, a lot of it's been work recently. But hanging out, played a little bit of golf here and there. I watch football when I can, of course. And not a whole lot else. I've been getting into Dancing with the Stars with my wife, so we watch that every week.
D-Doc.
Yeah, which we've only got one episode left, and I was shocked by this past week. So
I know.
I'm
know.
invested.
Dude, I'm so invested in it as well, man. I was thinking about it today because we've been delaying it because it's like when it runs its regular time with commercials, it goes too late for my kids, and my kids have been into it, where it's kind of like our first like family show that we're all watching together. So we've been holding off, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers on it. But dude, I'm invested. Like I'm like, I want Robert Irwin to win
Oh, yeah.
pretty bad.
I'm
Like,
all about Robert Irwin. Right.
Yeah.
I give him
That's
my
awesome.
10 votes every week.
I feel bad because like Alex Earl is so good at dancing, but I'm also just like she definitely like was a dancer in her life, so like she's
Yeah.
very good at it because she was a dancer. So I'm like, I'm also rooting for the I'm her name is beyond me right now, but the woman from The Parent Trap, she's amazing.
Oh, is it
Oh, yeah.
Elaine?
Elaine,
Elaine.
dude, Elaine
She's
Hendricks.
solid. She's good. Yeah.
You
They're
guys
all
are-
pretty good.
You guys just popped something into my head. We need to make a push for Femi Taylor to be on Dancing with the Stars. If we could get
That'd be
Ula
great.
on Dancing with the Stars,
That might be unfair.
She dominated. man.
Yeah.
but I mean, she is in her 60s. I mean, it's not like she's a young pup anymore. I mean, so it'd be challenging, but that would be really. How many Star Wars fans would be like, "What? Ula from Return of the Jedi is on Dancing with the Stars?"
It's just so funny for me because like the competitive like sports fan side of me comes out where it's like the girl who just was voted off, like she said in the first episode, like she did dance like pretty much her whole life leading up to it. The girl Alex Earl has said she's done dance, and they're like very good, and you can tell that they know what they're doing. But at the same time, it's not like they're professional dancers, so I'm giving all the credit for what they do. But at the same time, like, how do you judge that dance against Andy Richter's dance, who like has to move at like 4 times less speed than they do? It's like I feel like it's hard to judge when you have people who can really dance on it, but then you got Robert Irwin and Dylan Efron who are like no experience and who have become great dancers.
Yeah.
You know, Joey's been lucky enough with some of the things he's done. He's met some of the girls from Dance Moms. Do you guys remember that
Really?
show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My daughters were like, "What? You met such and such?" I'm like, okay. All I remember is the lady who was in charge, and she was a beast. I don't remember her name, but
Oh yeah. Abby Lee.
Abby
You
Lee.
can tell. I've got a
Miller.
sister who grew up dancing. That was on the TV a whole lot. So
Was that the lady who like tried to call the police because she like hurt herself and was in like the electric scooter thing and went to say I'm calling like assault on you or whatever? I might be thinking of a different dance mom.
It's
No,
no
you're
kidding.
probably thinking about it right, but she also did go to jail for tax evasion.
Hey,
did she?
D-Doc, we've got us another special guest here. While we've got Dr. Squatch on, we have 3 docs in the show right now.
It's
You're
like
live,
ER.
bro. You're live, bro.
What's going on, guys? I
J-Doc.
can't believe Dr. Squatch is real.
Look at that. I know.
I can't
But
believe
that-
Joe Doc is real, and I'm sorry that I beat you this week. I'm just gonna throw that out there too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it happens. My team is trash.
Dr. Squatch, we're going to have to get you in our fantasy football league, aren't we?
Look, just waiting on the invite, man. I'll join up. But
You got it.
I'm in a lot of leagues already. I need to cut down, but it's just so much fun.
Just another
Yeah, it
team
is.
to kick my
How
ass.
many you in? How many you in at Scotch or Squatch? Not Scotch.
Squatch. How many leagues you in, Squatch?
I think the number is 7.
I had a friend that was in 24 at one point.
Oh my! How do
If
you?
he's
even,
in 7 leagues, I don't think we want him in our league.
No,
Well,
I
well,
agree.
In none of those leagues am I good. So, but I'm in them. I'm in them.
Hey, I just noticed Doc's wearing Dr. Squatch. See, 1 beer, Alfie. That's what happens with 1 beer. Dr. Squatch, you're wearing
Lightweight.
a Cubs shirt, aren't
Yeah.
you? Is that?
Windy City.
There we go.
See, I was changing out of my scrubs, and I saw that shirt. I said, I thought y'all would appreciate that, so I put it on.
I do. It's a great shirt. J-Doc, while you're on here, what's keeping you busy? You're off on some convention or something right now, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's a Skilled USA Leadership Conference. So I'm out in Harrisburg for that with some kids from my school. I got my Skills USA shirt
Look
on.
at
Nice.
you.
So tonight's activity night. It's pretty cool. We toured the Capitol. I've never been to the Capitol before, so ignore the reports that are out there. I'm at the Pennsylvania Capitol building for the first time, and it's really cool. It was nice. So, yeah, we did that and some other activities, but yeah, had to get on for episode 350. How's it going?
It's going great, and I'm so glad you joined. We've had such good memories with you from Nashville and Pennsylvania. been a part of the Rule the Galaxy crew. We got to get on a road trip with Dr. Squatch here, since most of these guys we've been somewhere with them so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are you doing? How's the car riding, J-Doc?
To here, it was like an hour and a half.
I've been trying to work in a Subaru bit since he got on.
I drove the athletic van from my school, so no Subaru on this side.
Nice.
But here's the thing: is the kids, they know that I have a Subaru now, because like when I bring stuff for like class, we'll all go out to the car and like bring stuff in. So now like they're on my case about having a Subaru too. I'm like I'm like, it's a good quality car. I'm like, leave me alone.
That's your mistake for taking them out to your car.
I
Yeah.
know. That's what I have to do though, because I'm not unloading. I'll get like wood, like 2x4s and plywood. It's a great vehicle. You can fit all of that stuff in it. Fold the seats down.
It's got a
You
great
fit
safety,
everything in there.
great safety rating too, bro. I mean, the I Survived campaign they did on their commercials, you know, they would show the crash and said, I survived, and then Subaru. They almost got me to buy one.
It's a great car.
I will I will veer away from the Subaru talk, and I will throw another Star Wars topic out because we're just going random here. But Alfie, correct me if I'm wrong. Sigourney Weaver, who I think we're all excited to see how her acting chops in the Mandalorian movie coming up. She says Star Wars is no longer trying to do the Star Wars to end all Star Wars. They're just letting the universe exist and tell stories. How does that sound to all of you guys with the future Star Wars movies coming out?
Does this mean we're not going to get like a 17th movie about the Death Star?
Yes. We might get something about like a mechanic on the Death Star, but not the Death Star.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
I like what she has to say. You know, that's saying a lot without saying a whole lot. And we're going to read way too into it. But yeah, I think they tried and they failed with their recreating a big, massive, sweeping trilogy. It didn't connect. It just wasn't nearly as successful as what they thought. You know, they needed a better story. As you can see, we keep talking about one of the signs they needed a better story is they're really struggling to continue this story. We talked about the Ben Solo movie earlier.
Mhm.
Would I pay to see a Ben Solo movie? Of course I would. But that's like the best idea of the worst ideas that they have right now. So that's why it's getting such a push.
Do you think the Mandalorian itself showed them that they could just do side stories that they weren't changing the entire universe, and it was about a guy and a little alien?
I think so, but it's so easy to do. They got lost in the way there. They tried to, plant, these seeds for a much larger universe. Why they abandoned it, I have no idea, because I think it was good. They had good characters set up. Now it's all, I mean, how long has that been? At least 5 years? Timothy Oliphant isn't going to wait around forever, and he's not always going to be the right age to play Cab Vance.
Right.
Is that an important character? No, of course it's not. But he was a good character, so why waste him? You know what I mean? You created all these good characters, and now they've just gone to waste. You've done nothing else with them, and your window of opportunity is closing.
Brent, Doc again. Anybody thoughts on that?
I have kind of a question for you guys about that. Do you think that there's a chance that in like 25 years, there's kids that saw the last trilogy that came out and are talking about it on podcasts like this, the way that you guys talk about like the original trilogies? Because I feel like for me and Dave at least, like we watched the original trilogies, but I feel like when the prequel movies came out, like I feel like that locked us into being like Star Wars fans for our whole lives. So like, is that going to happen with those movies when they look back on them?
Me personally, I don't think so, because I think The Force Awakens was at an all-time high, and it went downhill after that.
I think there will be some. I think there will be.
Of course, there will be some.
Yeah,
And there's
a
plenty of
niche.
podcasts that make, all they talk about is bad movies. So of course they're going to bring up The Rise of Skywalker because I mean that's like 11 show lead up to it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, well, we're going to watch the original trilogy so we can talk about that, and then the prequel trilogy so we can get to the worst of the worst with some context.
Okay. Doctor, what about you?
You know, it's hard to say. I feel like I don't know. I think from what I saw, just with the sequels, people were really passionate about them until they weren't. But I think that means that the kids who may have missed all that discourse and things, they may end up kind of like the prequels did, where years later they are still passionate about them, and that does make them a lifelong Star Wars fan. However, in a way, I just feel like we're kind of on the downtrend because even the prequels, as much of an effect they had on me, certainly they didn't have the same effect on people that the original trilogy did. And so I think when you look even further,
let him finish.
You disagree with that?
I know where you're going to go.
I completely disagree.
We talked about this Saturday, a week or so ago. Alfie and I did. So, Dr. Squatch, you finished, and Alfie, you can hop in on it.
And basically, what I'm saying is the sequels, while they do have an impact on people, sure, I think they will even have a less of an impact. But although I will say the prequels had quite the impact, at least on me and the people that I've listened to. But what do you got to say?
People today, I respect you. I respect your opinion. You have no idea what discourse is. You can have discourse immediately on your phone. You don't know what it's like to have to log in, to go somewhere, physically go somewhere, log into another computer, go to a website, type out your opinion, then go home and wait for days for someone to reply to it. You have to go somewhere to read it, then go home and come up with your response, and then go back and type it. That's discourse.
Are you faxing these messages? What's going on?
Carrier pigeons.
No one had internet back then. Yes, we argued on the internet, but you had to go to the library and get on ain'titcoolnews.com to argue with someone. But then you had to wait for them to go somewhere and get on to, form a rebuttal. Gosh. That's hatred. That's discourse.
Maybe we just need more obstacles to discourse because then the real people that are passionate are going to be the ones that are
difference with the prequels and the sequels is that the prequels ended on a high note. When Revenge of the Sith was in theaters, the same people that were, interviewing George Lucas saying, this is a complete failure. Are you even going to consider making episode 2 because of how bad your movie was? That was literal words on Entertainment Tonight. Those same people, when episode 3 came out, said, please tell us you're not done. Could you make another one? Because you got this movie right. And people really like it. That's the difference. When The Rise of Skywalker came out, I saw it opening night. Not a person in the theater cared about that ending. No one did. Compared to the way The Force Awakens ended.
I cried.
Yeah. I was with Brent, and he yelled out. What did you yell out at the end of Rise of Skywalker?
40 years old, and this is 40 years of Romeo and Juliet.
Yep. Romeo and Juliet, right there.
That's what I get is 40 years of Romeo and Juliet.
I have an opinion on the sequel stuff though, because I think it's funny because the new Wicked movie is coming out, which I will probably.
Hold on a second, bro. I gotta run.
You gotta go.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
See you,
Congrats on 350. Yeah, I gotta get back. My kids are gonna be done a session soon.
All right,
see ya
later.
Sorry, I'm showing pictures of me and Alfie at episode 1, episode 2.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking guy there.
Yeah, it's funny though because it's like Wicked 2 is coming out, and I've seen discourse on Twitter of people hating on Idina Menzel and Christian Chenoweth, who are the original Alphaba and Galinda, where they're just like, Ariana and they're the real ones. Actually hating on them. And I'm like, this is reminding me of like the Raylos, where I'm like, I feel like that sect of fan just moves on to the next thing they can grasp onto, where they are just like, this is what I care about. I'm going to move on to this or whatever. And I almost feel like that sequel fan base has just moved on. Like, I saw it during The Acolyte. I saw it during Andor. I see it with other things where I'm like, I feel like people need to find their next thing that they're just kind of obsessed with, and to be nasty about with it, where you can't have an opinion other than what they believe on it. Where, like, I don't ever see people like question stuff on Wicked. I feel like it's just like manufactured, where people are just like, yeah, Ariana's better than Kristen Chenoweth. It's like, Kristen Chenoweth was the first Glinda. They created the fucking play. Pardon my French, but it's like, why are you even having this discussion? Because they've been supportive of the new cast.
Yeah.
They've like gone and done videos supporting them. I'm like, why are you hating on them? And I just think there's just like a sector of the internet where it just gets crazy.
That it does. Hey, real quick, let's take a break. Let's go see one of. Go ahead, Brent, and then we'll go to another video.
Go for it. Go for it. Play the video.
We're going
got a
video.
caller.
We're going video. We got a caller.
I think that's what Joe was wanting to
Caller?
Yeah, next caller, please.
do. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Got
we
no
need-
producer. Stop.
you're good.
1 second. I muted it so I could time it up perfectly, and of course, I dropped the ball.
You're good.
Hey guys, what's up? I just want to take a second and say congratulations. I heard that you're going to have your 350th episode. That's amazing. So congratulations, guys, and join me and we can rule the galaxy as podcast guest and sons.
He's nuts.
That is awesome.
Hey, go ahead and play McGee. He's up there. Play McGee. So that was Mark Thompson. Go ahead and play McGee while we're here
Play
too. Knock
McGee?
him out. We got
right.
one more after McGee. We can play her later. Go ahead. Hit McGee.
Hey boys, Ryan McGee here, and I just want to say congratulations. Listen, reaching 350 of anything is a really big deal, but 350 podcasts, that's not easy to do. And it's also not easy to do it while you're being funny and serious, and your friendship is obvious. And I appreciate you guys having me on from time to time and talking about, this force that binds us, right? And it's our love for Star Wars. So I look forward to being on again sometime. And here's to 350 more.
Let's go.
That's pretty cool. So I think you guys all agree. Mark Thompson, he's one of the best, and his audiobooks, everything. I've started the Master of Evil, the new one. Yeah, Master of Evil book. He's doing the narration of that. He's really great in it. But there's not a book I've listened to of his that he just doesn't tear it up. And he's always been a good friend of the show. And when I was in Italy, didn't you guys do a show with him?
Yep.
When I was out? So
Yeah.
he's
Him and
great.
McGee.
Yeah, that's right. It was him and McGee. My gosh. And McGee was geeking out to Mark Thompson. So that was the coolest thing ever. Is I'm sitting there going, here's McGee, who interviews every big athlete, has his own show on the SEC network. He's an author and all this. And he was geeking out talking to Mark Thompson. So that was really cool. But those guys are both great. And I can't thank them both enough to, again, those are the kind of guys where I just send a message. I'm like, hey, you got time? You want to hop on sometime? And boom, they just do it. They don't have to, and they do. So just great guys. So see, Dr. Squatch, look what you get yourself into. You got all these famous people that are coming on our show. You're up there hanging with those guys. What do you think about that?
I'll say it was a little bit bizarre watching that, and then the screen comes back and I'm on it. So, but it's neat to be here, and y'all know I just love. Like, basically, I'm still a listener even when I'm on here, but it's just instead of having to type into the chat, I can just speak when I want to say something. So I still feel like a listener. I just get to hang out, which is a blast.
All of our listeners are just friends of ours. They're all part of the show. So we're glad you want to be on here from time to time with us. I keep throwing out tons of ideas. Alfie, D-Doc, Brent, Dr. Squatch, is there a topic you guys want to hit
I was trying to answer the Joe Dot question
Yeah.
about the what do we think about kids or the generation, and my take on that. And you're gonna laugh also when I tell you my take. So I would love for there to be a sequel generation group of kids that grow up and carry on podcasts. But I think one thing that supported the generation of Clone Wars kids and the original generation kids are the toys that were made for them, and the fact of the lack of support from Disney and Lucasfilms with the lack of toys being manufactured for the sequel trilogy. I mean, Azalea had some stuff, and Azalea is like, I feel like a little bit of an outlier because I feel like her dad and she rubs off and he rubs off on her. But I don't know if there's enough kids and enough kids playing with the toys that would sustain them for 15 or 16 years until
Yeah.
something else comes out.
I completely agree. We just talked about this not too long ago. You know, when The Force Awakens came out, they had the Force Friday, and all the I'm not going to say all, we always say all the kids. You know what I mean. They were all playing with the Force Awakens stuff, but then
Constable Zuvio.
I know it's not a popular thing to say, but Lucasfilm, for whatever reason, bet heavy on a certain demographic of character, and those didn't sell, and that really killed merchandising. You can sugarcoat it all you want, but trying to sell cases of Rose Tico figures for $1, that was the death of it right there.
One of the biggest panic attacks I ever almost had as a father came from a Kylo Ren figure.
What?
And yes, because David was like 2 years old. I got him one of the decent sized Kylo Rens where if you press the button, the lightsaber would light up, and it had like the buttons where like he would do sayings, and he would put the lightsaber, he would like chew on the end of it. Well, one day he was chewing on it. I'm home alone with him and Harper, who was probably 1 at the time. He's running around with it, ran into a cabinet, and the lightsaber went into the back of his like throat, and he
Oh
was
my
like
gosh.
bleeding. And I was like freaking out, but it was everything turned out okay because it was just like the roof of his mouth got like scratched by it. But I thought the lightsaber like stabbed into the back of his throat. I was terrified, dude. But I was buying the Force Awakens toys for them. I was
Yeah.
trying to pass it on.
The movie came out at the right time. It was right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Everybody had it.
Yeah.
But the next step and the next thing out of my mouth is, yes, there's not a lot of toys, but Fortnite having the Star Wars skins for one of their seasons and all of the other things that this generation are into, they are buying in and trying to diversify from the toys and trying to catch the teenage generation now. So there are things for them to do, but I don't know if it's enough. And I don't know if there's enough people that are willing to come out and say that it's okay to be a nerd.
I got you. Your Big Bang Theory. I got it. I get that completely. I have to ask, D-Doc and Dr. Squatch, when you were younger, the only animated Star Wars going on at that time was the Clone Wars, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which pretended to be for kids, but as it went on, moved definitely away from being for kids. I look at this, and we're talking about the toys, and that Young Jedi Adventure with the young kids in the Academy. Is that what it is? It Adventure or Academy? I can't remember.
Yes,
Adventure.
it's Young Jedi Adventures.
Yeah. I've watched a few of those on Disney just with like my grandkids. They're colorful. They've got lightsabers. They've got action. They're fun, right? There's some bad guys in there. There's a little bit of danger, not anything too epic because it's for, toddlers or whatever. I'm really deep down inside hoping. Now I go to Ollie's and I see all their toys, so that's not working. But I'm hoping that somehow, some way, somebody who's a Star Wars fan like us is showing their kids those who are the toddler age and getting them slowly but surely worked into the Star Wars realm, right? Because growing up, I didn't have that. I was 6 when A New Hope came out, right? The only thing I had between New Hope and Empire Strikes Back was Marvel Comics, action figures and Marvel Comics. That's all I had. And that was great. I mean, I loved that, but I don't feel like we have that same crossover and that downtime to where kids can imagine, kids can be and jump into the universe themselves. So I'm hoping something like that will catch, but I don't know that it will, seeing, like I said, all the toys at Ollie's right now. So
if only this company was owned by another company that showed, programs specifically aimed at toddlers. And in between their programs, they could advertise it.
That would be amazing.
That's what blows my mind. Nobody knows this show's even on television.
I think the show should have just been like Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
Yes, my grandson watches it every day.
Yeah, even Addison, like, and not saying that just Spider-Man is for boys, but she loves Spidey and his Amazing Friends.
Everybody loves Spider-Man.
I think that the kids Star Wars show should have just been little Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewbacca, and R2-D2 and C-3PO and everything. You could have taken all of the main characters from the original trilogy and introduced them to kids. I don't think you needed to, because sure, Yoda is in this one. And I'm not saying that the characters don't work in this show, but I just think it's like very easy to be like, make it just the original trilogy characters as kids going around on little adventures. Even if Luke is a Jedi, even if Han is Han, it doesn't, like, you could make the exact characters as kids running around having adventures or just like cartoon style, and it would work.
You're talking like the Muppet Babies back in the 80s.
Babies. Muppet Babies, the original trilogy.
Like I say, it always writes itself. It's so easy. Why do they make it so hard?
Yeah.
Michael Nip says the furries love nubs. Yeah, no, the furries. Which, by the way, I'm going to Pittsburgh the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Why did furries bring up Pittsburgh?
Well, you'll see. You're coming. It's coming. The World Convention for Furries is held at the Pittsburgh Convention Center, downtown Pittsburgh. Just found that out recently.
There was a lot at the
that was enough for me. I don't need a whole convention of that.
Were there some at Steel City Con?
Yes, there was.
Oh my gosh, I didn't pay attention. Okay.
They're out there.
Like we said, we gotta get Dr. Squatch. Okay, so there's Great Ohio Toy Show coming up when D-Doc's having a kid. There's Steel City Con when D-Doc's having a kid. There's Northern Kentucky Toy Show, which is Cincinnati and that area, having a huge toy show in like June or July. We need to get Squatch into one of those and get some of our other listeners and bring us all together just for a weekend of
speaking of events. I got an email today, I guess because I went to Comic-Con that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen anything about a Star Wars, Marvel, DC art show that's downtown next week?
Not one. No.
Just curious.
I'd like to forward it to me. I'd like to see it.
I got a question, Squatch. Did you add a poster between your posters behind you with the one with the red lightsaber? Because I feel like that's a new poster.
Oh yeah, y'all may not have seen this one.
I don't think so.
I got
Attack of the Clones?
I can see it very well. Yeah, it's Attack of the Clones. It's the a Jedi shall not know hatred. No, yeah, a Jedi shall not know anger, nor hatred, nor love. This is a romance. Just for you, Alfie. This is a romance.
Well, it's for Nick Shesky.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you? I thought you didn't like Attack of the Clones that much.
I don't. I don't. But I still like the romance. I think it works. It doesn't work well.
Enough.
But
works enough.
I get what he was trying to do. He just did not do it very well.
Yep. Squatch, since you're in somewhere in the South, We've got Adam Parker down there. Michael Nipp
Yeah.
has joined in.
Yeah.
Between you three, Glosson and Rifen, I mean, you guys could just have a meeting point, and we could all meet somewhere in the middle. I think that sounds good. I know
That's a
Brent would love
fantastic
that.
idea.
Brent loves road trips.
Nashville. What are you saying? I don't like. Like you're making it
No,
sound like
you-
I don't.
No, he loves everything about the road trip except when Joe's in charge, because I go 100 miles per hour and Brent's just like, can't we just sit back and enjoy this thing? And I've got all the rules going on. And
See, what's
Yeah.
funny, and that's where you realize like where you might have differences with each other when you're at a convention. When we were at ICCC, Brent is a scheduled like breakfast, lunch, dinner type guy where it's like I am just like I will just eat like randomly through the day. Where
All of
Brent's
them
just like,
scheduled.
well, no, but you would like actually plan it out where it's like me and my brother are idiots, where we're just like we'll go and do stuff all day and just be like, shit, we haven't eaten anything for like most of the day here. Where it's like that's a me problem. Where you would just be like, where are we going for dinner tonight? Where if it's just like I don't know actually.
I think part of it is one, not to say anything negative about that place, but it wasn't very big. So I had walked through the floor way many times and saw pretty much every item that they had to sell. And I wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stay locked in the same place.
Oh,
But
you
my
guys are at
thing
the
was-
small one. That's right. That's a
Mhm.
small one.
So I didn't want to like stay there the entire 3 days. So I was like, dude, we got to go somewhere. Like,
We gotta
whereas-
get some
finding
Scotch
that.
eggs.
We wound up finding that awesome Irish bar.
which I have no idea how you guys have never had a Scotch egg before. Squatch, have you had a Scotch egg?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It
What
is
is
Alright,
that?
so-
fried
so,
hard boiled egg.
Oh, yes. So it is deep fried. It's a breaded and deep fried hard boiled egg
Okay.
with like sausage. So like you take your hard boiled egg, you take your egg, you put like a layer of fennel and sausage, and then you bread it and you deep fry it.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
if,
yeah,
if you like eggs, you like sausage, and you like a crust of a fried crust, they're solid.
In Greece. It sounds southern. I know that. Is it a
It's
southern dish? Oh, it's
No, it
Irish.
was like we went to an Irish pub, and it's
Oh, wow.
it's usually at like a traditional like British/Irish like stick to your gut. We're gonna put like fish and chips and bangers and mash type of
Mhm.
place.
Okay. But
But
no
Doc-
scotch. No actual scotch.
But Doc lost his mind. Doc lost his mind because the burger they had, they got rashers. I'd never heard of rashers before, and this guy
Bacon.
was like losing his mind over them.
Well, I just remembered it's like we're at the Nashville Airport Hotel, and Brent's like, "There's an Irish bar here," and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, "What is an Irish bar near the Nashville Airport Hotel going to look like?" And it was the most Irish bar I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
We walk in there, it's like all wood grain. They have actual people from Ireland like performing in there. The
They were
bars
just playing Scottish
awesome.
music or Irish music.
Yeah, like it was so cool. It was like it was awesome. That's why I appreciate that Brent actually was like, we need to get out of here and do something. Because it was a very good escape. And then we went back. We drank a couple pints of Guinness there, and then we went back, and I think it was floor sales that night, and
No,
it was
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was a good old
Man.
time.
Did y'all get to explore Nashville much in general?
No, that's the reason. I want to do that.
Well, y'all
But like
should.
everybody was focused on the convention, so I wasn't able to get out and actually like see the city because everybody was focused on the convention.
I did the first time I went to ICCC because it was out at the fairgrounds, and we turned it into a trip where me, my brother, his wife, my wife, we all went, and the girls like stayed back. We went to the convention, then we went back to like we were staying in like the middle of Nashville, and then went out on the town. And I paid a price the one night that we went out. And it's not even like I was doing shots or anything. I was just drinking Corona. I think one of those Coronas had a bad lime in it. But
That's what it was. And you know what? That was a crazy one because Alfie, you and me and my wife came along.
Mm-hmm.
We all stayed right near the convention, right?
Yeah, we were right there.
I was Dr. Squatch, if you want to see an anxious, nervous Joe, just watch somebody go, hey, at 8:00 in the morning, we're going to go here and do this. And at like 8:45, D-Doc's calling, going, oh man, I had a rough one. We're leaving Nashville here in a few minutes. I'm walking around pacing. Alfie's like, settle down. And it's just because I like in my mind, once I said something, I've got to do it. And D-Doc was just, dude, it's chill. We're good. And I was like,
that wasn't even my bad day. The bad day was the day after when we didn't have to do anything. Yeah, my bad day was the day that I was just, we didn't even have the convention the next day. I think you guys had left and we had our flights just lined up to where we had like a free day the next day. But the day we landed there, dude, it's like typical of my wife. She's like, these flights are cheap. It was like 5 a.m. flights. So I was up at 3:00 in the morning to get to the airport. And then like, I'm like, I want to like go to sleep for 2 hours. They're like, let's go to breakfast. I'm like, I don't even like breakfast. I don't like eggs, which is why I didn't like the
Scotch eggs, right?
Yeah. But yeah, fun times, fun memories out in Nashville.
100%. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Since we've hit some weird, odd things.
Add eggs to your list, Joe.
Eggs, Scotch eggs is on
Cross
my
it
list.
off.
Yeah. What? It's a big question, but I want to hear from each one of you guys. What do you love about Star Wars? 350 shows in, we can ask this question.
Damn, that's a deep one.
I know.
To just choose one thing.
I will start to give you guys something. All right. I like the hero's journey. I like good versus evil. And I like Brent really turned me on to this in Star Wars, and I've really been paying attention to it. I like the found family to where whether it's Rebels, whether it's the movies, this small little group becomes kind of a little tight-knit family. But I love the hero's journey and the things they battle in, and I'm a sucker for good versus evil. Just can't get enough of that. You know, the good guys, the bad guys, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I love about Star Wars. If that sparks anything in anybody's head.
Yeah. I could go next if you want.
Go.
Because I'm just like looking around here at my Legos and everything, and I'm like, I know that I love the ships and lightsabers. Like that's like a huge thing to me. Is I just love how things look in Star Wars. I just think it looks like nothing else in movies because I've watched a million sci-fi movies, and I just always think that Star Wars is its own thing, and I think it's just because of how their ships, the lightsabers, everything look in it. I like the decision making and character building of people, like especially like Han Solo, where it's like the guy who you think isn't going to make the right decision, but he does, and you see changes of people through things going on in hard times in those movies. Essentially, you know, they eventually do make the right decision, and you don't have to be the perfect hero to be a hero in it. You know, there's all kinds of heroes in Star Wars. Man, yeah, it's. I will say, obviously, the thing that drew my eye though is one of the first, which is simple, and it's just the aesthetic of it, and the story is obviously one when you get older where you realize how great it is. But yeah, the aesthetic of it drew me in, and the stories are what kept me in it. I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the themes of the movies offer just about everything I could want from a story perspective, I would say. Like Joe was saying, the hero's journey. And like when I was in high school, actually, we did one of my English class. We spent like multiple months going through kind of the themes of Star Wars, which was like obviously a dream for me. But it's a pretty cool, just literary story. It's just done so well. But honestly, I think what keeps pulling me back though is for whatever reason, it feels so huge and has so much depth, and just the world is just endless. It feels like just so many interesting things to learn about and to know about. And like I find myself really that I enjoy all of the different cantina or scenes just where there's all these different beings all in one place. And for me it's just like that represents kind of that world building, and it just feels real but so different at the same time that it's just so interesting. And I think it basically makes me search for that in other movies too. Like whenever I see something that's maybe like some sort of space movie that has other species or whatever, I'm like, maybe that'll be similar to Star Wars, but it's just never, it can never hit that mark. That I don't know exactly what the special sauce is, but it's just so interesting to me that and it's rewatchable. Like I find myself wanting to watch it over and over.
Yeah. Totally agree with the rewatchable standpoint of it.
Okay, I had to break away. Hopefully you guys are still talking.
No, we just sat silent the whole time you were gone.
Yeah.
I can edit that.
Looked at each other.
Squatch just said his points, which were excellent points.
I can't wait to listen to them when I edit the show.
And like just a short point on what Squatch said, and it's funny to me, it just made me think of it while he was talking about it. It's like where you were talking about like how you feel like that world exists and you can be a part of it. It's like it's funny to me because it's like when I've gone into the cantina in Galaxy's Edge, I almost feel like I've been here before, because that's how good Star Wars makes you feel like you're in it when you're watching it. It's like you walk in and you're just like, yeah, this is the world I've lived in before sitting on my couch. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you're going to a place in your mind when you watch it. Or at least it feels like that to me.
I like it. Alfie and Brent, did you go while I was going? I'm sorry.
No, I was waiting for Alfie to say something.
What I love about Star Wars, I mean, how long do we have here? I mean, I could talk forever about what I love about Star Wars.
Synopsis.
Luke Skywalker, I think, is one of the greatest simple heroes ever created. Darth Vader is the greatest villain, not just in the fact that he's a villain, but that he is also really cool at the same time. You wanted more of him. I love the imagination that it gives me, that you can have Anakin and Obi-Wan in an elevator make a little side comment about a nest of Gundarks, and then they laugh, and instantly my mind goes to a place of another story that's there. A bounty hunter shows up on the screen for 2 minutes, and 30 years later, we're still talking about this guy because he's just awesome. I like that. But I agree with you. I think the best thing about Star Wars is the family aspect of it. That's what makes Anakin and Obi-Wan work so well, is for most of us, we feel that pain at the end. No matter how many times you watch that scene, you want it to be different, and it just continues to hurt. I think one of the greatest scenes in all of Star Wars is Empire Strikes Back, when Luke and Han Solo say goodbye to each other. And it's just like a real nonchalant, Luke shrugs it off, and Han calls him back and says, good luck or be careful. Even Chewbacca turns and looks at him like, you're not the same Han Solo. So there's something there that they didn't have to show it to us. They didn't have to explain it, but just in that little scene, that stuff has happened between the first and second movie. And I think that's where storytelling now gets lost, is they spend so much time trying to capture something like that, and it never works quite as well as something as simple as that.
Good. Bring us home, Brent.
So people will go, and this, I'm not saying this is church, but people will go to church and read the same book for 50, 60 years, right? So they keep going back to that same book because that book grows and your experiences make you see the same stories in a different way. So every time that I watch Star Wars, it's not necessarily calling this a religion, but it's saying that, like, as I've gone older, as I've experienced life, the stories mean something different to me, and I see something different out of each one of those stories. Right? So as a kid, it might have been just cool to see the lightsabers and fighting it because that's what it was, and the cool AT-AT, and to be scared poopless when Darth Vader like walks down the entrance within
Canto Fort.
within a minute of being on like the movie starting, and you're like, what the hell? And then he chokes out a dude and throws him against a wall, like. But you see things in that movie and you identify with different characters throughout your life, and you can see different things from each person. So with good storytelling, you get to see things differently when you watch it. And so aside from what you guys have already said, the found family concept, I think the one thing that I could add to it is the fact that I think it grows with you. Little Doc watching the immolation scene, just to throw that in again, as of right now, is scary as shit. But when he goes back and watches it when he's 25, or when he goes back, and if he does watch it when he's 25, he's going to think about something different that may have happened in his scene. He might have had a friendship break apart, or he might have had something happen where he could see himself in either side of that story. So it just allows you to see that from multiple perspectives and take that on if you want to. Escape your reality and see yourself in the new alternate reality.
I would agree with you really strongly, and I'll give you an example. I've been pretty adamant about how mid I thought the Kenobi series was. But I think one of the best things from that series is the way that if you go back and watch A New Hope, you see Owen Lars. It changes your perception of like who he is as a character and what he was trying to do.
Interesting.
I guess that also the reason that a certain point of view is such a key phrase in this franchise, right? It really is. So, hey, before we go into anything else, Duck, finish strong with our videos here tonight. We got one more, I think, video that we're going to play.
Banger.
Hey, what's up? It's Vanessa Marshall, the voice of Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels. I just want to give a huge shout out to all my friends at Rule the Galaxy and say congratulations on your 350th episode. You are truly Star Wars family. I send you all my love, and may the Force be with you always.
And that's awesome.
Can I just say, do you see the boxing glove in the background that scares the poop out of me? Because she would hit my arse.
Yeah.
Point that out, that she's like a kickboxer, and that's kind of like, I think it's kickboxing. It might be Muay Thai, one of the two. But seeing that glove back there was like, yeah, there you go.
I think one of the coolest things that we've been able to experience, obviously we've all watched the movies, right? And yes, we've had the pleasure. Alfie, you met Anthony Daniels, you met Peter Mayhew.
Yep.
We got a chance to meet Ian McDermott and Femi Taylor.
Wait, hold on. We got a chance to meet McDermott.
All right, mostly me.
He did say hello to me. And he asked me how I was doing.
But it's like, because Joe tries to downplay it, the fact that he got to sit and talk to him, and he tries to say that we're a part of it, but whatever.
Well, I mean, the movies, everybody.
I got to interview Steve Constantine, so eat that.
This is true. You guys got to talk to Two Tubes and the Gamorrean Guard. That's Constantine, right?
It was a great conversation.
It was really a good conversation. Constantine was really digging Two Tubes and like his history and like the stuff that he had going on. and the fact that like he could possibly die because of a servo overheating because there was no vent in his like helmet on one of the animals that he was being a puppeteer for.
We could have used 45 minutes for that one because that was one where I felt like we really started going right as we were getting, because you only had such a short time to do it.
It's hard to hit your groove in that 15 minutes.
It's very difficult.
We're slow starters, you know.
But what I was
going to
gonna
take some punches in the early rounds.
What I was going to say is it's very cool to be able to talk to or meet or interact with people that were actually in the movies. But I think as we've gotten more into this, the people in the animated series, the people in the books, the people who write other kinds of books, right? We've had how many authors come on and you know, we used to have other people who would maybe interview some of them who are no longer on the show, but that's by their choice and whatever's going on in their lives. But there's some really interesting people. The guy who wrote the Lego coffee table book, that was
great.
really cool. You know, I mean, we've had some really cool. Chris Kimshaw, who I did the interview about the like the military in Star Wars, right? I mean, there's just some really cool stuff. And then, you know, Mark Newbold and Mark Mulcaster from Fantha Treks, I've gotten to talk to them a ton, and they're not in Star Wars, but man, there's not a guy who Mark Newbold hasn't spoken to in Star Wars, right? So, I mean, I think it's some of this behind the scenes stuff and some of the people we met, some of the people we made friends with or interacted with that we just see. I mean, what was it? The very first person we met at the first ICCC, wasn't it Anna Graves?
I don't know if that was the first person, but you definitely were excited to see Anna Graves.
Well, love Duchess Satine, right? I mean, that was awesome that we got to meet and talk to her. And I mean, there's just little things like that that really stand out. And
I was thinking today, all of the people that my daughter has talked to.
Oh gosh.
I mean, since she started school, it doesn't work out, but she used to be on our show for like the first 10 minutes every week. She talked to the armorer about frozen Dr. Peppers.
Yep. Talked to Jack Harvey, who's an IndyCar driver,
about
Pokemon. I mean,
she was dressed as Ash Ketchum that night. Why? I don't fucking know, but she was, and Jack Harvey dug it.
Yeah,
he went right along with it.
I mean,
she talked to Steven Sansweet, somebody that I've read my entire life. You know, the curator of Star Wars, and my daughter talked to him enough that he remembered her name at the end of the show.
That was our 250th episode. Believe it or not, guys, 100 episodes. Alfie and I sat down and spoke with him. So I mean, it's been kind of a weird bag of a little bit of everything, but it doesn't just have to be about the movies that are in the theaters. It's all those other things that are involved with the Star Wars community that has been really kind of cool for me. And Vanessa is one of those people, you know, Nika Futterman, you know, like you said, Emily Swallow, to be able to have a chance to just interact with them has been some of the coolest stuff we've done. So I'm just really excited that in this time frame, 5 or 6 years ago, none of us were really interacting or talking. We all, you know, Alfie, we reconnected. Brent, we knew each other through people. You know, D-Doc, you were just some guy in Philadelphia, you know, I mean, and here we all are together, and we made friends like Dr. Squatch, who's, you know, feels like he's part of the group right here. And it's just been a really cool roller coaster ride of all the things we've done, the people we've met, the people we talked to. So, but going back to Brent's or your guys' statements about looking at it from a different view, let's think, you know, it used to be like, well, if I'm not talking to Anthony Daniels, is it really, you know, or if I'm not talking to Mark Hamill, Vanessa Marshall and you know, some of these people, Mark Anthony Austin, are just as cool as that. You just have to sit down and listen to the cool things they have, the stories they can tell us and all that. So it's definitely been something I didn't think I would be doing 5 or 6 years ago.
No, I thought this was, I always say, I thought this was a one-time thing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, I know somebody said I was negative. I guess I do come across negative. I thought this was a stupid idea.
I think it shows y'all are doing something right.
Somehow it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun every week. It's a good time.
You know, listen to Scott Rife, and one of the things he always tells me is Scott's very much into the political world, right? He and Stephen Kent, who, again, there's another guy. Stephen Kent, I could just sit and listen to him. I don't even have to talk. I'd just be like, Stephen, go ahead.
I did a show with him where I didn't talk the entire episode. I couldn't get a fucking word in. I didn't know what they were talking about half the time.
I remember that.
You guys fucked me over so hard on that.
It wasn't me.
Hey, could you just go
That
on
was
with somebody
hilarious.
with a degree in English and sociology, and this guy who's writing these books? Sure, we're going to talk about Star Wars, right?
Alfie was
No, the
in
fuck
on
we're not.
Alfie was in on two extremely scholarly people debating each other hard and just sat there for
Sometimes he'd be like, "That's cool,"
Yeah, that's great.
Debated the religious aspects of Star Wars and the finer points of the.
I would have done the same thing, Alfie.
I made the mistake of saying the Jedi Council sucked, and then it was all on me.
Yeah. Well, but I look at it and I think some of the things that make me most proud about these 350 episodes are somebody like Stephen Kent, somebody like Okairo, who I don't know where he is. He was supposed to be here. Sorry, guys. We'll get him on soon. Somebody like Scott Rifen, who all are involved in some different views on the world and different views of Star Wars, but they all tell me the reason we do like Rule the Galaxy is you have anybody and everybody on who wants to be on, and let them talk about what they want to talk about. And it's not a fight. It's not arguments. It's conversations and different points of view. And that feels really great because, like Scott and Steven both go do political shows. And half the time people are yelling back and forth or arguing. And for them to say that kind of stuff about us makes me feel really good because I'm sure there's certain people out there who are shills for the industry, as we've talked about, and everything's the best thing since sliced bread, and everything about Star Wars is great. And we just kind of just speak our minds, have fun, and we're just a group of friends.
I mean, Joe, you say that we're a group of friends, but Alfie hates on me quite a bit.
It's only because he loves you. Brothers do that.
It's kind of our thing.
I've had many people say, "Can you just let Alfie and Brent do a show together again? Because you've done it."
I remember that.
Yes. And people are like, "We kind of dig Alfie and Brent just back and forth, barbs, back and forth."
It could I really think that would work. Like hey, let's just go drive somewhere.
Oh,
kind of.
Oh yeah.
I would like it even more if we did we choose the topics and you have to follow each topic line as the show goes on, but we're not on it with you. Just you two. We just send you a list of this is the list of topics you need to cover with
Really,
Star Wars.
I think what a lot of the barbs back and forth and a lot of the disagreement is I try to talk about it from a business perspective, whereas Alfie's talking about it from a fan perspective. He does have a business perspective in mind, but most of the stuff that he talks about is from his fan point of view, and I'm trying to explain what I think is the grander business perspective of decisions that are made.
There you
go. No, I get that because honestly, man, we're going to put something else on the list here. I always think of the movie Big when it comes to you and me. Everybody,
my old Tom Hanks or my young Tom Hanks?
No, I'm Tom Hanks. You're the business guy. You're the one
I'm
with
the dickhead. I'm the dickhead.
I didn't say that.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I just want to make my transforming statue of Empire.
Exactly. And
Yes.
you're like, this dickhead comes in here and throws on some goggles and flippers on G.I. Joes and they sell like crazy. Because that's from a fan perspective.
Okay. All right. No, I love it. That's in my head now. I love that. When
At least I'm not Zoltar the
Tom
Magnificent.
Hanks just doing this over there. I don't get it. Okay.
When he
I
eats
will
the
say-
caviar, that's the best is when he eats the caviar.
Go ahead, Dr. Squatch.
I think so. I will say, I think y'all's personalities just mesh so well because they're different, but it just creates such an interesting dynamic when y'all are talking about different things. And I think you balance each other out well, despite, some strong opinions and some not as strong. But it's a lot of fun to watch. So
it all comes from a place of love because
That's
we
right.
all love Star Wars.
Right.
And yes, I am negative because I like it so much. I want it to be great.
Well,
And regardless of the disagreements, I can say I stayed in a 2-bed hotel room with these two for 3 days, and we all got along very well with each other.
Yeah, it's all good fun.
I snuggled Doc. I'm just gonna let you know. Like,
Well, I didn't want you to sleep on that couch again. I felt bad about that. That was a small couch.
Well, I've got one. I hated that I had to miss out on my brother's surprise birthday party, and it surprised me as well. Yeah. The last question I had, we can kind of tie things up here. Maybe have some interesting thoughts on this one. What is your Star Wars guilty pleasure?
This could go anywhere.
It could.
I mean, do you want me to be honest?
I mean,
Is
Sure.
everyone's
I
answer
mean-
gonna be
hold on, Alfie.
Twi'leks?
That's not a guilty pleasure. That's your pleasure.
Okay.
Keep it
That's
PG-13 honest.
I mean, I'm always going to say buying toys.
Okay.
That's my guilty pleasure.
okay.
I think about it all the time. I mean, yeah, I could have said cosplay or something like that, you know.
That's where I thought you were going with it.
That's where I was going to go, but
Okay, so I was on the same wavelength with you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my guilty pleasure could easily be Lego Star Wars. I don't know if that's.
No, it's.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a problem.
Well, I think that's what guilty pleasure kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I took it the wrong way. I took guilty I don't know. My mind went right into the gutter, I guess.
Right, yeah.
I went right to
Star Wars
Twilight.
themed porn. That's where I'm going.
You're going to see 3PO at a burlesque show, aren't you, D-Dog?
Oh my god.
You make one. I'm watching.
Burlesque show.
The
Gosh.
C3PO Tops card is my guilty pleasure.
There
Wow. How about you, Squatch? Anything that like it's either really nerdy and you're kind of nerdy to mention it, or feel weird mentioning it, or
Yeah, definitely Lego Star Wars as well. Because for whatever reason, I've just get more into it over time, and like they released this gingerbread AT-AT, and I just had to have it. But it's
Did you get
flying. I got it, but so it's flying off the shelves, and so here I am calling the Lego store, trying to figure out when they're getting it in. So
Dude, people are scalping that. I thought I
Mhm.
saw it and I was like, it's $60. I'm like, this is great. I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna buy that and like maybe I'll just pull it out each Christmas and throw it up on a shelf.
right.
Because it's a very affordable price for a fun little set. And I
Mhm.
saw a tweet the other day. It's like people are scalping them and just buying them up. I'm like, what the hell? We finally get an affordable set, and people have to be assholes.
Yeah,
Have you seen
Yeah.
the snow speeder?
yeah.
a Christmas one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Are you-
Is it a real set or is it a Temu set?
It may be like a rebrickable set where they use is it gingerbread? Is it brown?
I think so.
Yeah, I think someone probably just took the AT-AT and
I think it's like a Temu thing, or it's not Temu. What is it? Ali Baba or something?
Ah, yes.
Michael Nip.
People have people.
I love it.
People
Oh,
have
yes.
theories though that there is going to be a Christmas themed snow speeder because there's one deep in the background of the box art of the AT-AT. So I've seen a lot of speculation about it, and this is like so on the topic of guilty pleasure because it's like I watch like I always know what Lego set is coming out like 6 months from now. And it's like a lot of them. It's like I'll sit there and watch them and dissect them, and I'm like, I know I'm not even going to buy most of these because some of them I don't. I have like a love-hate relationship with some of the sets, but it's like I just still am so bought into it all the time. So
Yeah.
You know, it's like every time we have this conversation of would you watch or would you pay to see, this movie or that, the Ben Solo, whatever. We've talked about it 100 times. I play a fucking Star Wars game every day for at least an hour. I'm in a Discord with 50 other people, and that's all we do is play the Star Wars game. But we've created like 300 other chats of things, and one of them is now these knockoff Legos that we talk about all fucking day long, every day.
It's a thing.
So yes,
I watch
you
reviews
can make
on.
whatever, and I'm going to pay to watch it. I hate to say that about myself, and I'll complain about it, but I'm still going to pay to watch it.
Squatch, what's the Lego setup that I saw you posted with that like platform? Is that
So-
like custom or
Yeah, this is just another example of my guilty pleasure because here I am setting up a Christmas diorama for my Lego Star Wars Advent calendar, so I can place the little things on each day. And you know, of course, I'm going to add the gingerbread AT-AT to it as well once I build that. But yeah, it's again, it's so much fun. I just enjoy it, and fortunately, my wife supports me in that.
love it?
You gotta have the support. And I'm
Right.
sitting here looking at 2 Lego sets that my wife bought me that said, "Hey, when it gets cold and we're not going out anywhere, we're gonna sit and do those instead of doing puzzles." I was like, yes.
Which
So,
I'm excited, Joe, because I remember the day when you weren't into Lego at all. So I'm impressed.
I love it. I
Now
love
I've
it.
got 2 behind me that I've built, 2 in front of me that I've got to build. It's yeah, I get a little nervous sometimes because I'm like, I could go down that aisle, and if I see the right thing on sale, I'm just gonna get it.
Lego
Yeah.
on sale is never a bad purchase. I will say that forever. Lego on sale is never a bad purchase, especially once these things get off the shelves, man. They
Yeah.
just skyrocket. Even some of the bad sets, it's crazy. But day one support from a wife is important when it comes to a Lego hobby.
Oh yeah.
I just had my 9-year wedding anniversary a couple of days ago with Mrs. Doc. So 9 years, she supported the Lego hobby early on.
Nice.
She said, "You want to have your Legos in the basement on shelves? Go for it." And I'm just like, all right. The next
Life is
time,
good.
the next time there may be an argument where I think of something stupid that may bother me. I'm not going to say it because you let me have a freaking Lego display in the basement, so I don't care. You know.
So no, that's a big deal. It really is. Brent, yours, I'm gonna guess, is Star Wars Legion.
I don't know if it's I don't know.
You
Or is-
don't know,
Is it Star Wars Resistance?
Brent. You don't know if Legion is guilty.
No, I don't have like 4 shelves of like.
You
Star
could
Wars.
fill 5 picnic
Brent,
tables.
I've seen the cases you have of Star. Yeah, I've seen the cases
He's
of
got
Legion.
slide out drawers of them.
Oh my. That's impressive.
You
Hold
should
on.
see it live.
Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah. You have.
I still gotta paint up. I still gotta paint up the. I'm gonna do it. The whatchamacallit, the girls from the show, K-pop.
K-pop.
I have a bunch of Mandos that need to be painted. Can you see? Am I in the Mando
Mhm.
shot? Yeah. And then there's some Pikes. There's some battle droids.
I'm full screening Brent real quick.
There's
Yeah.
some Geonosians.
Brent, can you do me a favor and please go around and just record all this like slow? Take your time, go through all of it, and let us post it on YouTube because these are crazy.
Dude, that is
The staff.
You hand painted that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Me,
goodness.
that one was easy.
You have no idea, Dr. Squatch.
Because I always see him painting them, but I never see the final product.
Mm.
I wish it was accessible so you could see the throne.
That is a
that
nice
he
paint job,
painted
though.
for me.
Ooh, throne for
Yeah,
like
the
a live
Jabba's
series?
throne.
that was
Oh,
yeah. So
Yeah.
he had a 3 3/4 inch. Oh yeah. So which one was that one?
Ahsoka.
I still need to get you this one.
I'm a full
I need to
screen
get-
Joe on that Ahsoka.
Joe, I have this one for you. And I have one for Alfie as
oh
well.
my!
Mara Jade.
Mm.
Mm.
And
Now
then
we're
for
talking.
all of you guys that are football fans out there, I got
Football fans, here's Taylor Swift.
Taylor
He's
Swift,
right.
Amazon football. You have no Dr. Squatch. Literally, I mean, like my brain hurts when I look at all the figures that he's hand painted. I look at that
Ooh,
artwork.
ooh. That is absurd, Brent. That looks so good.
That looks great.
so
It's
this
like
one-
it's weathered. It looks like it could be in the film.
So this one, the intent for this one was because Joe was talking about wanting one. Somebody used it for terrain, and like my idea is to. I saw somebody do this with like a Lego F1 car. They made like a black background and they hung the Lego car up on the background. So my idea is to get like a star background and then create like a little hook for this to sit up and then use that as like a wall hanging.
Fancy. He's fancy.
That's been a new trend that I'm trying to ignore, Brent. I've been seeing it a lot with Lego.
Oh, and it's hard because of the lighting.
Cara Dune.
And she's standing on top of a shore trooper helmet.
That's awesome.
Let's see, what's another good one?
Where's Alona Mar? I remember you talking about that.
So I have a Blood Bowl team.
Yeah, that's
right. It's a Blood Bowl. So like this is like the. I mean, that's kind of the figure and what it looks like. That's not the Alona. That's not the Alona Mar figure. Here's Ronda Rousey though. Where's she at?
There you go. You got her. Just wild. I have no patience.
Amazing.
I barely have the patience for Legos. The stuff he does, could not.
Do you want Moff Gideon?
Yeah, I want to see that.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
What about Fifth Brother?
Yeah.
So with Brother, they had the sabers going out, and then because they spin, they molded them with like little like fans on the end of them, and I thought they were stupid, so I cut them off, and they're just holding their lightsaber hilts. They haven't sparked them yet.
Yeah.
Hey, them because sister's here right next to him.
Squatch, what I would say is stick with the Legos, because once you go down this dark path that Brent has chosen.
He's not playable in the game, but I used him as Bosk for a while.
Oh, nice.
Jackson.
Yeah, and that makes it even cooler because you use these in the game too.
Yeah.
And then because I have enough Darth Vaders, I made the
white one.
What if Darth Vader? It's not great, but
that's pretty awesome.
He's crazy. It's not great, he says. I love that.
See, like I like to dip my toe into a little bit of everything, and I've done the figure painting, but it's like it takes so much patience, and that's why it's like amazing that Brent has done so many of these figures, because it's like I've done some of them, but it's always been like a special occasion thing where it's like I know I can have the patience to do some of them, and it's like it's impressive. It really is. That's like I had a stay-at-home dad year, and I got into watching YouTube on these figures where it was like I was so into it. I was working nights.
Is that the armor?
No, it's Old Man Boba.
I was painting figures while I was at work. I was going into our wood shop. I got a freaking airbrush and everything.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's the next step for me, I think.
Good for you guys. I don't. I watch Brent all the time during the show, and he just sits there with the brush, just licking it, dipping it, going. I'm like,
I found my balance in the Bondi figures, like where you build the figures from the pegs. Like that's where I found my balance.
So this is a customized Jedi because I just put them in, and I don't know if you can see it. He's going to be a light side guy, but I used the cape, and I used he's got the rebreather on the on his face, and then he has a Padawan with him. It's got like what's the Sifo-Dyas? Not Sifo-Dyas. What's the guy that like recruited the clone? That died. Is it Sifo-Dyas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sifo-Dyas is the one, and then if you look at the hilt, that's a crazy hilt for the lightsaber. It's got more of like a Japanese samurai style hilt.
Wild stuff, Brent.
So I still got to paint those guys up.
So I will chime in, and my stuff is nowhere near as cool as what you guys do. Mine is that I love to listen to the Star Wars holiday album.
Stars.
Yeah,
With
Christmas
John
in the
Bon Jovi?
Stars. Every holiday season, I get that thing going. I think D-Doc, I got you a copy of that, didn't I?
You got me a CD of it. You
Yep.
brought it here.
So I love that. That's something as a kid I thought was the coolest thing. I still have a soft spot in my heart, and I will occasionally go back and just reread through all the Marvel comics from the 70s and the 80s. Just crazy, weird stuff and storylines, but so much fun. And then I've really gotten into artwork recently, but I don't have anywhere to hang it right now. But I love going to the conventions and buying new Star Wars artwork. And last but not least, R2D2 stuff from the 70s. My cookie jar, my clock, my remote control R2, my dishes that have R2 on them. I like all those things. So
I'm spotlighting Joe because then you can really see that R2
yeah,
cookie
there's
jar back
R2
there.
right there.
Wow.
That's from 1977. It's
Man.
Yeah, that's I've moved that many times from house to house and haven't broke it yet. So, but I don't know how much it's worth now. Somebody said it was like $500 or $600, but I don't even want that thing's they're probably going to put my ashes in it when I'm gone, knowing the kids. They'll be like, none of us want it, so we're just going to put you in it.
What's in this cookie jar of this droid thing? That's your grandfather. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't eat it. Yeah,
It's not
They
cookies.
drop the R2 head and it smashes on the ground now.
Oh, don't say it. I don't even want to think about it. Guys, I don't have anything left, and I can't thank you enough. And Dr. Squatch, I can't thank you enough for sticking on for as long as you have. I didn't mean to make you stay on here the whole night.
No, I've been looking forward to this, and again, like it is that y'all would even think to have me on ever. Especially tonight is super super cool to me. So thanks for wanting to hang with me.
No, we like to have you come in class to join up. We brings us up a little bit on the smartness level and all that.
I got to show one figure that I painted before Joe read.
Look at you.
Because this was now I didn't paint everything, but I did do a lot of it's not going to focus on the helmet work and detail and stuff, but this is a model. It comes on just pegs. They're so much fun to build, dude. I'm telling
Wow.
you. I wish they made more of them. I rarely ever see them on shelves anymore, but Bandai, they make the best freaking model kits for Star Wars, and they're so detailed. And that's why I can see Brent get so into it, because it's like when I decided I wanted to paint this instead of putting the stickers and doing all the other stuff, it's so fun to go on Google Images and look for the small details that you want to try to put into their armor and everything, and really look at like what's on everything. And then you realize the detail that was put into Star Wars, where you're like, damn, all the colors and everything. But
George Lucas wanted it lived in, right? That's what he wanted to look. He wanted to look. Yep. So
I interrupted your closeout.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. I'll go around the room. Squatch, anything you want to close with? Brent, Alfie, D-Doc, I'll let you go in that order.
Yeah, no, it is it's a blast just to get to listen to you guys. Something that I'm always looking forward to every week, or however often y'all come on, and I really do mean it. Like I just enjoy listening to you guys talk, and I think y'all are pretty great. So and again, just thank y'all for wanting to have me on. I hope y'all consider my idea for the holiday special watch party, and it's also last Christmas season, which I know is a fan favorite around here. So
Yep.
so
I gotta watch that this year.
gotta throw that on too. So I know Alfie will be watching it. So
every year.
That's amazing.
Completely.
I'm actually on vacation next week just so we can watch Christmas movies. Look forward to it.
Made my day.
Thanks, thanks, Dr. Squatch. Brent, how about you? Any closing thoughts?
I don't know. 350, huh? Wow. D-Doc threw up some pictures in the text chain of like our 100th episode. Like, oh my God. We all look so different. Man. Yeah, this thing's been going for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's been a fun ride, man. Like, I can't make it all the time. Things happen, but It helps me escape. It's what I use it for. That found family concept. I never knew who D-Doc was. I have seen him once in my lifetime, but I feel like he's one of my closest friends.
Appreciate it.
So,
yeah.
I mean, we stand here, we talk. The fact that you have said this 2 or 3 times, that you actually enjoy listening to me, is just as mind-blowing as it was for you when we clicked back to the screen and you were on the screen. Like, I think that's why it works, is because we don't care. We're not doing something for a show. We're doing something with our friends.
Yep.
And I think we all have the same kind of mindset involved, that like, we want you just to sit on the couch and sit and talk Star Wars with us, have your arguments with us, have your disagreements with us, and we're just going to be just friends that then lurch our way back into Star Wars. We'll jump out, we'll jump in. We talk Disney, we talk Marvel. Yeah. Yes, we're ruling the galaxy of the galaxies that we like to talk about. So it doesn't always have a Star Wars flavor, but it has the flavor that keeps us around and lets us have those conversations. So thank you for listening. And to anybody at home, thank you for listening. It still blows my mind that we averaged, and I haven't seen, you haven't shared the numbers in a while, but we were averaging about 200 listeners for, and those are like people in like California and South Korea. We had somebody log in from South Korea one time. How'd you find us? And 2, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And 3, I know I don't know you. So how the hell, like, so there are actually people that don't know us.
Yeah.
That listen to us, which is amazing. But you get to know us, and if you get to know us and interact with us, you can sit on the screen for about an hour, hour and a half.
That's right.
That's right.
Nope, I agree. Brandon, it's been a fun ride. Alfie, how about you?
I can't believe that we've gone this long. I hope we go longer. I don't really like to talk, but I do like to talk about Star Wars, and I like talking to you guys. Like we've all said, somehow we've all become like brothers. I love you guys. Every week I want to talk to you. We talk every day. And I still want to talk to you more, on Wednesdays or Thursdays for a couple hours about the wars, as Brent says.
That is cool.
Glad for everything we've got to do, and I hope we get to do more. I can't wait till we get together again.
Me too. I'm looking forward to getting this all together. How about you, D-Doc?
Yeah, I mean, just to run off of what Alfie and Brent said, I mean, we've been doing this a long time, and it's something that I still look forward to. And I mean, we definitely owe a lot of it to you, Joe. You are literally a great leader, and you keep this thing rolling.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this is owed to you. You built this, and you've kept it rolling, and we just have a good time once a week. Every now and then we might miss a week or so. We all live crazy lives. We all have different stuff going on. And it's like what Brent said. If you look back to that 100th episode and you think about all the different things that have happened in your life since then, it's like, whether it's like kids, grandkids, whatever, it's like we've still kept this thing going. And like you've said, it's not like we come on here and try to say any shocking stuff and just try to get views out of it or anything. We just do this because we like it. I truly believe if you could insert 350 episodes of Rule the Galaxy podcast into a time capsule, I don't care how many views we get on YouTube. I don't care how many listens we get on our podcasts, whatever. I think it's a very good quality show, and I think we put it out there. And definitely a lot of that is owed to you, Joe. And I don't know. It's just the crew we have, as Squatch said, we're all a little different in our own ways, and it just works. Very happy that we've made it to 350. Ready for more.
Well, you guys are the reason I keep wanting to do this. Again, whether people listen to us or not, whether people hop in or not, it is great because we meet new friends, like with Dr. Squatch and Michael Knipp and Adam Parker and all these different people we've met over the years. But it's getting together with you guys and talking and being friends, and we've shared a lot of Star Wars stuff, but we've also had I think we would all agree we've all had a lot of life experiences that have happened in the past 5 or 6 years, and we've shared it together. And when you get older, you usually either talk to your old buddies you grew up with when you were little and you keep in touch with them, or you're around your family and your kids and stuff. So to make new friends or to build friendships as you get older is a difficult thing, but we've done that. And I think we all know if any of us needed anything, we'd be there for each other, and we have each other's back. And that's a big thing in today's world. And we try to do it, what we do, in a positive way, have fun, and hopefully make people laugh from time to time. So yeah, that's all I've got. Thanks everybody for being on tonight. Thanks for the people who sent the videos in. It was great to see Nick Shesky. I miss that guy, and all the people who are guests or have been guests who sent those in, and for everybody who's given us a listen once or 350 times over the past 5 or 6 years. I can't thank you enough, and we look forward to seeing where the next adventures are. And we definitely are going to do some meetups because we want to spend some time with these people and have a Scotch egg or a beer, and and just get to know each other better. So thanks everyone. Chapter 350 of Rule the Galaxy. It's been a fun ride so far. Let's see where it goes. And until the next time, may the Force be with you.